keep it is real. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like me. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real. Faded nature, faded nature. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real. Faded nature, faded nature. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it is real.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Drop Your 3 Cents. Your boy Third. How y'all doing?
What's going on? What's going on, my people?
Man, we got Quez in the house. I'm like, mad echoing. I wonder what's, I gotta check my, jeez Louise.
You sound good on this side. You all right?
Okay, over here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sounds a lot better now. I was like, yeah, echoing and whatnot, you know. Can't be having that. You gotta have the swag right. But I do not have my beverage of choice. I had to do some last minute ripping and running. I need to fill up in a second.
Okay.
I do not have my phone on me. I'm a little out of proportion today.
Hey, man, you ain't ready for the after party, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave you in the hotel lobby. Yeah.
Right, man. How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, brother. I can't complain, man. I've been working, grinding it out today. You know what I mean? While most people was chilling and relaxing, I was putting in those 10,000 hours in the dark, man.
That's what we do, brother. That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
You were at a track meet earlier, man. How did it go?
Oh yeah, man. My sons had a track meet out there in Vegas. Well, my oldest son, he recovering from an injury, but my younger son and his cousin were running. It was his first year running, and you know he's a great football player, and we got some work to do on that track though. We got some work to do because he looked like a football player running down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he looked like. So we got some work to do, but he still did good though. He still did good, but you know he hates to lose, so he pissed off. But
yeah, he got that winter ambition.
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's enough motivation for him. Losing was enough. He do not like to lose, so yeah, he gonna get it together. But like I told him, you know, it's time to you gotta be at practice every day, like it's the race every single day. You know, you don't get to take no days off, man. So get in there, do what you need to do, come back better. That's all.
Right.
Work in progress. He only a freshman too, so I told him, man, relax. You got a long ways to go.
Long way.
Mm-hmm.
I see you sipping your cup. I'm a little jealous right now, man.
Hey, you know, they was making fun of my pink cup yesterday, so I brought it back for y'all. You know,
Stanley Cup.
You know, for those who are not comfortable with their sexuality and can't hold pink cups in their hands, hey, we right back at it.
Right. Oh man. So let's see. I'm gonna try to play a video while I get myself right.
Yeah, you take care of that. All right. And for the people that watch our replays, man, we love y'all. I just wanted to throw that out there, man. For the people that come and watch the replays, you guys are the MVPs, man. We appreciate y'all for that.
I appreciate y'all. So we're gonna give you, it's not necessarily a recap, but we had a segment yesterday called Ratchet Kanigga News. Well, actually just Ratchet News, but you know, I like to throw in that word Kanigga. Can we taking that back? We hijacked it. But we'll let y'all catch up with the Ratchet News, you know what I'm saying, while I get right. And I'll see y'all in a minute.
Yeah, give them the recap.
Well, it's your boy Third. And in this week's Ratchet News, record exec Sean Diddy Combs, aka Brother Love, Puff Daddy, has been taken to court on more allegations of sexual assault, sex trafficking, drugging, and grooming, etc. These are the latest charges that are stemming against them, and it's been wild. It's been wild. Me personally, I don't necessarily know if I believe these allegations. This looks like a money grab, but again, that's just me in my 3 cents. But let's just see how this plays out. Moving along. Former quarterback Cam Newton was spotted in a brawl. I guess 3 coaches from like top shelf, top something, whatever, tried to assault this guy, and he took on all 3 and whooped they ass. So just know that if I send you this, know that I don't need no help. Yeah, that's me. That's a big SAG energy. King Third up in here. Moving along. Talking about justice and redemption. Jam Master Jay's killers have actually been found guilty. And it was actually his longtime friend and one of his godson. And that's crazy that this happened in 2002. And here we are, 2024. And we're finally getting justice for Jam Master Jay. You know, I'm sending my prayers and my healing energy to Jam Master Jay's family. And, you know, I know it doesn't bring them back, but at least they get some type of justice. And may those 2 punks rock, because they sat up there and robbed us of a legend, of an icon. And it's always your own people sometimes, man. Like, you know, just because, you know, they got cut out allegedly of a drug deal, they took this man's life. Unfortunate. But rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. Tyler Perry released Mia Coppola, starring the former Destiny's Child singer Kelly Rowland. And I mean, hey, my 3 cents was Kelly Rowland did her thing. You know what I'm saying? She was really acting in that movie. Storyline was but of course the girls love it because of that pink scene, as you can see right there. But so if the girls love it, I like it. Let's just say that, knowing damn well that I can't paint, that if you see me in the paint store trying to get some easels and some paint, just mind your business. Mind your business. I'm just trying something new. But yeah, but I think it was cool, but it actually got 16 million views on Netflix and was #1. So congrats to Kelly Rowland. You know, may you continue to be prosperous. I like to see that. Go ahead, girl, you ride. And then last segment, because this is ridiculous. Hollywood's starting to become just more and more weird. The more that, you know, why do entertainers feel like they have to volunteer certain information that we did not ask for? We did not need to know this. But Bradley Cooper says he is comfortable walking around naked at home because his dad was always nude. Like, nigga, why do we need to know that? Like, why are you sharing this information? I like Bradley Cooper. He's a good actor, but we did not need to know that. Like, why, bruh? Why? Some things just keep to yourself. Make your movies, get your money, keep things to yourself. This was uncalled for and weird. But anyway, I'm Third Degree. And that was my Ratchet Ghetto Kaniga News on Drop Your 3 Cent. Man, that served a purpose. I was able to go do some last minute ripping and running real quick.
Hey, I hear you, baby. I hear you. What's up, Jess?
Hi.
Hey, man, we missed you yesterday. You missed all the festivities. What's going on? Hey, man. Tisha sent me that damn 2-hour interview of what's dude named Legion Vandross or whatever that dude name is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I watched about a hot 20 minutes and I said, yeah, I'm good on this. Let me move around. I got stuff to do today. I couldn't make it, man. I'm sorry. I tried for the show's purpose. Tried to watch it, but I was
yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick a day when I got some energy or something, because again, it's just it's still wild to me. It's still wild.
I don't want to say he seems like a normal cat, but yeah, something ain't right.
Something ain't right
on both sides. Something ain't right on both sides.
On both sides, right?
Yeah, something ain't right, man. So I don't know. I know it shouldn't have took 50 episodes. That's what I do know.
Right. So we need to have a rehash of, like, for folks that need to get caught up as far as like the whole what the F did I marry, or who the F did I marry, whatever.
Give them a quick recap. Hey, it was a lot of energy in here yesterday, and I can't wait for him to come back today because I'm a little better educated. And yeah, we're gonna hash this out because what.
All right, so for those that need to know or they need to get caught up, here goes this ratchet shit.
Who the fuck did I marry? I'm going to create this playlist series, and I'm going to tell the story of how I met, dated, married, and divorced a real pathological liar. What it is that we wanted. We both had established we were dating for marriage. We were not dating just to date. We were not trying to be friends with benefits and none of that. So the dinner at Cheesecake Factory went really well. We laughed, we joked, we talked about people, which is kind of up my alley, my sense of humor. It was a good vibe. So at the end of the date, at the end of dinner, we sat in his car and he played this song for me by John Legend. I don't know the name of the song. By the time this video posts, I will put the name at the bottom. I can't remember the song. I just remember that John Legend was talking about, I think I met my wife tonight. Quarantine at the studio, or are we going to quarantine in my house? First mistake I made. Well, there's a lot, but this was a mistake I made. So ladies, caution moment. During one of our dates, because keep in mind, in those 2 weeks, we were seeing each other quite a bit. Nothing physical or anything like that, just two people who I thought were really on some, all right, let's see if this is going to grow into something else. When he came to my house, I had a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome. He was in a studio. Now, I'm telling you guys all of this in order of how it happened. So and I say that to say that I did not realize inviting him to my home probably made his eyes go, oh shit, she's a keeper. She got this 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhouse, and I'm in like a little studio. Yeah, let me go ahead and pursue this. What I need to do to quarantine here. The decision was made, quarantine at my house. So the state went on lockdown. He came and stayed with me in my home, and for the most part, in the initial beginning, it was fine. It was fine. The reason why I hesitate is because
Yeah.
What's up, Melvin? How you
What's
doing, brother?
good? What's good? How's everybody doing?
No, man, we maintaining over here, brother. We maintaining.
I hear that. Oh, Just Blaze is back. I see you.
I heard you were talking trash when I was gone.
I don't even remember what I said. You don't.
Good answer.
I don't know what I said. I probably said something, but go ahead. I got that Trump brain amnesia. I don't remember shit I said.
Selective memory.
I'm on Biden mode. I don't remember shit.
Hey man, congratulations, Coach of the Year. You know what I'm saying? You and young Malcolm won our championship today, man. So congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, you and Malcolm.
Yeah, I just find it odd that the coach's son got MVP, but we're not gonna talk about
trust me
or anything like that.
If anything, I'm meaner and more demanding on him. He gets less playing time because he's my son. So.
Oh man, I'm just messing with you. I'm pretty sure he earned it, man.
Yeah, he did because I'm like,
hey, coach, you got an extra justify it.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Jackson, his kids to success. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, because I'm like, hey, I'm taking you out more than most people. So anytime you get it, that's your opportunity. So he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to show out. So it was like 80-yard runs and stuff like that. So got a safety, was doing it back. It was good. It was good.
No doubt. We want to shout out to Nisha. We see Thomas. We see you guys in here. Make sure you guys hitting the like and share button.
Brittany Murphy out there, we see you, sis.
Oh, Brittany Murphy, salute to you. So basically, if you want to come on and be a guest, I dropped the link in the comment section and I pinned it. So all you got to do is just hit that link. But make sure when you're coming on that you're in a nice, quiet spot. There's no background noise. There's no TV. There's no, sirens, gunshots, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're in a nice, quiet spot. Also, if you're using your phone, make sure that you're using some headphones because, again, the quality is going to be better, and your headphones will act as a microphone. But just remember that once you got your headphones on and your mic is close to your mouth, it picks up everything. So be mindful of your chewing, be mindful of your spitting, your sneezing, your farting, and all this other because it picks it up. Like Brother Quez likes to say, we are a production. We're going out to the world. So, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we can be on Instagram, we're everywhere. And also, we got somebody who watches and clips up these little segments, whatever. So you could be a clip. So
Okay.
Tanisha said, wait, we can't help. Yeah, you can. You can go into a nice room. No, what you doing in the hood?
Oh, my goodness.
Need you in a nice gated community.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, this is the after party. So, we can be a little bit of ratchet. No bathroom breaks.
Hey, Benny, don't you show up with that energy today, sir.
What is this, Amazon?
Don't do it, sir.
Is this Amazon, no bathroom breaks?
Man.
It's something else.
Yeah, we'll tell you after the show.
Hey, Tanisha, we get it. We appreciate you for listening while you at work. But I figured you wouldn't listen to this one because, we're talking about this whole who the F did I marry 50 series. But yeah, so also, too, just remember that this may seem like a Zoom call, but this is not a Zoom call. We are literally everywhere. So you do not want to look or do anything that's going to make you in a bad light. Like, you can't be changing your clothes. You can't be picking your nose. Can't be using the restroom. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some etiquette when you come on here. This is a show. So you don't want the world to see your beauties. You know what I'm saying? Now, this ain't OnlyFans. We ain't getting paid for that.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Hey, Tanisha, you're gonna have to hold the comments down today, man. I'm depending on you. I know you to watch this. So hold the comments down because we looking for you. You know what I mean? Since you can't be on the show today.
Right. She probably gonna sneak. She probably gonna go to the bathroom. She gonna be in the bathroom. Look, I heard. But yeah,
drop my 3 cents real quick.
Right, let me drop it real quick while I'm dropping this. Act like I'm dropping a deuce. But yeah, so yesterday on the show, we talked about this why the F did we get married or I get married series, and it took off like a wild storm. We had a full house yesterday. We have people coming in and out, dropping their actually we had a full screen, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I guess, have taken the time to really yeah, I just told all your business. My bad. I didn't mean to tell all your business. But but we had a lot of people who had some comments and wanted to drop their 3 cents on this stuff because, again, to be truthful, the story is wild. And I mean, it's picked up national steam where you're seeing it on the Tamara Hall news show, the news, everything has been picked up about this. And I guess it's one of those things where it's either relatable or it's just really just that entertaining. But let's go ahead and show you some of the backlash to let's show you some of the backlash to this stuff right here. And we're gonna break it down.
Out my looks. And then there was a very famous personality that called me a big back, talking about my weight. And so it's things like that I'm like, Jesus, I can already admit I'm self-conscious, as a heavier woman. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve what I went through. So that was disappointing, and it was hurtful, especially the one that was the more famous personality, because again, I'm more than just my weight, and not to mention, I mean, it's hard. I will admit this. I appreciate when I've met both men and women who have said thank you. Because for me, it's like, okay, I know I'm getting talked
So here's the thing.
True. Two
Whatever her
things can
name
be true.
is. We background noise.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I was
Now,
saying two things could be true at the same time. She is a big back, and she doesn't deserve to be treated like that. So, two things are
so
true.
here's the thing about that though. So again, so you go on TikTok, you make these series, you put out these videos, it goes viral, you obtain what you wanted to obtain. I'm not sure what the whole mission or the end goal was, but here's the thing: you open yourself up to public scrutiny, public applaud, public whatever, public
Judgment.
ridicule. You know what I'm saying? People are going to have commentary, which is what we're doing right now. So the thing about it is that I'm not sure what she was really hoping to obtain or what was the objective, but I think if she did this without really having a clear objective, she thought that, hey, I'm gonna tell my story and get a whole bunch of support and they're gonna love me and which is true. But then there's a flip side because it's gonna have people like us asking questions, scratching our heads like, what, like that don't sound right. Like, what did you did? And so you dropped the 50-part series, which is like an hour or so if you calculate it up on like YouTube. So you act like as if you're not going to really get any type of public ridicule. So I don't know what she was hoping to obtain, but she obtained something.
I don't know.
But my whole issue with that piece right there was if you watch, because she's talking about Charlemagne the God, which I don't always agree with him either, but in reference to how that comment came out, it was before he even knew what was going on. Just with them explaining the story, he said that sounds like big back energy. Before he knew who the lady was or anything, he just made an assumption.
I got that clip.
Drop the clip then. Don't let me get talking too much.
I had a little distraction.
Things that my pathologically lying ex-husband lied about.
I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Sheila was beautiful though.
Yeah, no. You talked about the big back, not the face.
Yeah, you're right.
She's cool.
What's your thing with big backs? No, I'm just saying because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all got to stop being so thirsty for a man. There's a man out there for you. Okay, this one.
Yo, I don't know how to do this right without getting canceled. Okay, this is where's rest in peace Kevin Samuels when you need him.
Y'all need to go visit Who Am I to Judge?
That was funny. That was funny.
Travel God, what's good with you?
What's good, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? Take them goddamn glasses off, bro. It is your room dark. It's dark outside.
I'm gonna change my name to Stay at Home Devil.
There you go. As you should.
Hey, if you guys are tuning in, make sure you guys hit the like, share,
good point. You know what
Huh?
I'm saying? I think Benny dropped a good point because
All
he
right, so-
did say that in that first part of the series. Like, y'all was on a date talk about people. Now all of a sudden, can't nobody say nothing about you, and now you feel away. Life is funny. Reciprocated energy. You know what I
True.
mean?
But like you said, man, to go further, I mean, Charlemagne pretty much said, big back, whatever, without even knowing who she was. And it's funny because now that when you actually look at the video, I mean, we see it. But there's some people who are out there calling her dumb. They're saying that she ignored the red flags, this and that. It's just so many things. So it's now you open yourself up to public ridicule. So now there's backlash. I don't know.
Is that just some people, or
No, it's a growing consensus because I think she's dumb and I think she ignored the red flags. She does deserve some sympathy, but it's hard for me to empathize when people put themselves in those situations. It's just like you knew what you were doing, and then now I'm supposed to feel sorry for you because you ignored the red flags because you were desperate, but now you want my energy and my sympathy? Nah. Stick with the big backs.
I got something to say about that. So I was in a similar situation. I was fit. But compulsive and pathological liars, they lie very well. Their employers believe them. Everybody believes them until you actually get to know who they are. Once you get to know who they are, then you're like, you don't believe their lies anymore. But from the start, they're very believable. Very believable.
I agree with that, but it's like, how are you going to marry somebody you don't know? That is the number one problem. You didn't meet his family. You didn't. You guys are supposed to be a team. How are you going to start a business as a team and you don't know the other person what assets they're bringing to the table? It's like you didn't verify anything. There's so many questions. It's just like, oh, after 2 weeks, you're just, am I going to sign my life away after a year? Nah, hell no. It don't make any sense. And that's the part. Like, it's like having a kid off a one night stand. It's like, oh, I don't know, but we have a kid.
It happens.
It happens, but is it the right scenario? Are you playing with fire? Are you knowing you're playing with fire? Yeah. Should I feel sorry for you when you're all fucked up and like, I didn't know this bitch was crazy? Oh yeah, because you didn't know her last name when you fucked her. It's that simple. It's that simple. You didn't know she didn't know anything about him. Well, of course,
He was putting it all on the table.
That's why it takes
flag that she didn't realize.
Well,
when they put it all on the table.
But she's complicit when she knows her better judgment is not to let somebody into her house around her family after 2 weeks. You can't go. You let a serial killer in your house. He could be a pathological liar. He could have been a serial killer. He could have been a rapist. You don't know this man. Anybody could lie for 2 weeks. Like I said, I've seen the same mailman for 20 years. I don't even know his damn name. You think I'm going to let him in my house? 20 years. This man delivered the mail to my house every fucking day, 6 days a week. But is he going to come in my house? Hell no. Is he going to play with my kids? Hell no. It makes no damn sense. Just because I see him say hi, I don't know what he does at home.
But you're talking to them every single day. So
I've seen the man 20 years. 20 years.
You
literally.
talk to him, engage in conversation, know about his life.
Yes. But he's not coming in my house.
You know what? No, I still don't know that cat to invite him into my house.
Exactly. So how do you know somebody after it's 2 weeks, but it's not a full 2 weeks. It wasn't 24 hours. It was like
going with that analogy, it's like, again, you're taking a risk, you're taking a chance and inviting someone into your home that you really just don't know. You're either going to get a good outcome out of it, or you're going to get a bad outcome out of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's gambling.
But, on the flip side to you, Jess, though, I mean, we've seen the video. There was blatant red flags that she seen. You know what I'm saying? She just wanted to believe the goodness in him, or believe that maybe it's just not going to be true, or give him the benefit of the doubt. So she ignored him and looked the other way. We were just talking about this morning, and we're still baffled. Like, how does she get a clear sign from God saying that, oh, he's going to lie, and this is how he's going to lie? And sure enough, she came in and he lied exactly how God told her how he was going to lie. And she still chose to not, bust him out with the lie. She still wanted to, oh, well, maybe we'll just do it. We'll get the next one. And you didn't even call him out. That was a clear sign for you to call him out on his ish, and you didn't. So she was complacent enough to let this lie linger on, or let this whole fantasy linger on till it blew up in her face. And now here we are.
For myself, people only claim and glorify God when something good happens. Maybe this is a sign from God that she need to wise up and stop just letting people in her house and walk all over after 2 weeks. It's a life lesson. Maybe God is teaching her a life lesson.
Hey, he damn sure did. Come on, Jess, man. Jess, I want to hear you. It's a bunch of men up here. You know what I mean? Come on, Jess, give us something, because I don't understand it, and I never will. I hear you with the pathological liars type energy. That's still not good enough for me. It's not a good enough excuse for you to end up in a full-blown marriage at somebody being good at lying. Shit. Yeah, you caught one or two of them lies somewhere down that road, and that's enough. But you know what I mean? I'm just
I think for her situation, because she did mention that she's a Christian, and you just want to give the benefit of the doubt. And that was the mistake that I made was with my situation with the pathological liar, compulsive liar, is that I gave the benefit of the doubt. That was my fault. And I think you hit it on the head last night when you said something about sheltering your children. That has a big part to do with it too, because how was I supposed to know if I'm sheltered? How was I supposed to know how to catch a pathological liar in his lies? How? I have no example to go off of.
Amen.
I
think that's my problem with it, because I think around the hood, like
Hey Mel, you're a little loud in the background, brother.
Okay, well, yeah, like in the hood, you're like, man, shit, here come lying ass Terry. Let's see what he gonna talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you sit there and you know he's gonna lie. You know what I mean? And you just be just as interested, but the lying ass Terry can't come over my house. Goddamn, no, we gonna talk outside, lying ass Terry. So that's why I made that statement yesterday, because you have to expose your children to certain things. And I'm not saying let them fully divulge in debauchery in the hood, but you should make them aware of things that go on in the streets so that they know how to maneuver if they ever caught out there, because the streets don't stop just in the hoods. Sometimes they bleed over into the suburbs, and they come and talk to your daughters and your sons and your nieces and nephews. And if everybody's not fully capable of handling those scenarios, usually those people turn into victims. And people from the hood know that. They look for victims like that. You know what I'm saying? We look for gullible, dumb people. You know what I'm saying? To get over on. That's what the hood do.
The marks.
So if you don't want your kids to be a part of that, make them aware that there are individuals out there that are going to lie to you blatantly to your face with a straight face and tell you that you are the world as they reach around and empty your pockets. Just saying.
I don't blame her for getting fooled, because like Jess said, people are pathological liars. They're con men. They're good at that. What I blame her is for ignoring the red flags and then marrying that person. That is the part where I blame her, because anybody, I've been lied to. I'm dealing with a pathological liar that fooled you. Because I say you meet their representative. You don't meet the real them. You just meet the one that they're showing the world that they are. But you don't know the real person until like a year or two later when they can't keep up the ruse anymore. But so I don't blame her for falling for that guy and all the stupid little things she did. But when you do something like a marriage, when you're legally tied with the by law and by God to somebody, you're going to take that giant step. Then, and if you're going to do that on a whim, then that's on you. That's your ass. That's on you. That's just how I stand on that. Is anybody could get lied to, but when you take it to the extreme of marrying that person, then it's your fault.
But a lot of times people think that they can change that person too.
Mm.
They think they are like them, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm him or like I'm her, I can change that person, and that's not always the case. They don't change.
Well, that's on them, because that's the toxic trait. That's on them. They need to go to therapy, or they're gonna keep ending up with the same ass busted people that they're trying to fix. And they're wondering why am I in this toxic relationship with this deadbeat that won't help it? Because you were trying to fix him and he don't want to be fixed. He's comfortable in the slums. But you trying to fix somebody, that's okay.
For the fellas that are on here, you know what I'm saying? Because Jess brought up something, so I'm about to flip it to y'all. Have you guys ever encountered a pathological liar within a woman?
Yes. Lord, yes.
I'm dealing with one right now. I'm dealing with one.
Yes. Yes.
I like to hear this.
Travel guy said, "Hey, that nigga said yes," just like how Ice Cube said in Friday when Smokey asked if he got some sugar, he want some Kool-Aid. He said yes.
This girl told me she loved me and she got a whole sugar daddy that I don't know about. I just hit me on Facebook like, what are you to so and so? Like, I'm her man. How you her man? I'm her man. What? Who is this dude?
Baby mama drama. That's I told you before. Before she had my son, every day I had to go to work in the Marine Corps at 5:30, be in San Diego by 6. She would wake up at 4:30 to make me breakfast. And she didn't have to go to work till 8. She woke up early just to make me for breakfast. The second she said she was pregnant, everything changed. Because she's like, I got that nigga. Then it's like, then she started acting like a complete bitch, switched it up because she got what she wanted. And so I'm like, wait, I met your fucking representative for a year and a half. You were just this most not an aggressive bone, won't raise her voice, do nothing. But now you're big and strong because you think you got me tied down. And then I was like, nah, I gotta dip. Deuces. I'll keep my son, but you gotta go. I'll keep my son. I helped create him, so I'm gonna fight for him, but I don't give two shits.
For women though.
Hold on, Jess.
But it's not really different for women because they have the ultimate power. Women have more power than men because women, every guy is trying to fuck a woman. The woman is the one that says what guy gets to fuck her. Period.
Yeah.
So that's why I said you can't get mad at at the guy that's fucking your wife, that not your wife, that your girlfriend or whoever. You gotta get mad at her because she's the one that let him fuck. Period. There's nobody who else. You can't get mad at him. It's her. She's the one that has to break the oath, break the relationship, do all that. So it's women that control everything. That's why women put guys in friend zones. It's not a thing for women to be in friend zones. I never heard that. I have four girls in the friend zone. That's not a thing.
Very true.
The what?
Yeah.
That's not a thing. Oh, a third was in the friend zone. Third was in the he's crawled over the barbed wire, came out in the friend zone.
Hey, buddy, jumped the fence. Sir, what are you doing? Get back over the fence.
I'm just saying, we all got jacks, you know what I'm saying?
So I jumped the fence.
Going off. Somebody's in the friend zone. All hands on deck. Somebody's
I didn't have some girls in the friend zone, and
friends on women.
They weren't friend zone. You were trying to fuck them. You were just waiting to wear them down.
Usually when women do it, we don't do that.
Yeah, I have friends that are women,
I don't do that.
but it's different.
For me,
For me. Time out. They tried to have a sidebar while you was talking, and I heard some shenanigans up there.
Wait, yeah. Let's rewind that. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Women don't do that.
You're right.
What? Put men in
you
the
said
friend
we
zone?
don't do that. I heard we don't do that. I was trying to figure out what
I said I don't. I made that clear. I don't.
You cleaned it up. You cleaned it up, but at first you said, no, women don't do that.
That's what I thought I heard.
Women
I heard we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to pause all conversation because they hold on. Time out.
Myself and I.
That's part of the problem that we have now is that there's a lot of men that become so frustrated that they can't get a woman's attention. They either become a simp or they hate women. And so that's a large problem because they do have the power. So it's like she had all the power in the world to say, you know what? I don't want to be with this guy. He's using me and my resources. Why am I going to do it? But I don't blame her. Like I said, we've all been in the situation when we get fooled by a good con man. So, but why marry that person? Why? That's the part where I'm like, come on now, you married him.
So to flip it on what you said about the girl that you were with and she got pregnant and everything, when a woman gets pregnant, emotions are different. So most likely she's gonna stay with the guy because of the emotions that we go through during pregnancy. If he's a compulsive, pathological liar.
Oh, of course, because
to flip it for the women when it comes to pregnancy, if she gets pregnant.
Well, the women have all the power, but they also bear most of the responsibility. So if like they get pregnant and the man dips out, now they're not stuck, but now they're forced to raise that child alone and bear all the financial responsibility. All the tough decisions have to come through them. So it's like a double-edged sword. And so that's why it's like, be careful who you have kids with. especially if you're a woman, because you never know. It's easy to be a guy. You come in and you're like, hey, cool, I'll pamper you, but then, oh, you pregnant? Deuces, I'm out. And that happens more often than not. And so,
Yeah.
I want to hear how you had girls in the friend zone, because I'm curious to hear about this. Because
third.
I'm talking about Travel God.
Oh,
he said he had some women in the friend zone. I've never heard of it.
So they like try to like shoot they shot, and you're not attracted to them. You friends on them. I mean,
he's a pimp.
I don't smash ugly girls, and I also simplify.
He's a pimp.
Hoorah, simplify.
Hoorah. He's a pimp. That's it.
I don't smash ugly women, bro. That's not what I do.
Yeah, there we go. But everybody go through hard times. Sometimes you gotta fuck a 4 to appreciate an 8.
Nah.
What? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
That's not what we doing. We ain't doing that.
Yeah. So, how do we
get in here, sir? Please, we need you.
How do we? Because I got hurt, but at the same time, never
go ahead.
I never really hear anything or lied about anything to her. So I mean, again, this is before Jess. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's almost like what Travel Guy says. Like, again, if you know for a fact that this woman or this girl right here is knowing that you want to be serious with, you don't want to marry, you don't want to be in a relationship with, this isn't somebody that you can bring to your mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, or bring around your family, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, sometimes you smash them, sometimes you don't. But I mean, you just, but I've been in the friend zone, but then I've also kept some girls in the friend zone. And I don't know if that's.
So earlier you said that men cannot friend zone women, but you just said that you can.
Who said that?
You said
I never said that.
I said it. I have friends that are women. I have friends that are women, but it's not like they've ever wanted me. And we're just friends. That's it.
Oh.
There's no, so it's hard. It would be harder if a girl keeps wanting you, that sooner or later they're gonna be like, fuck that dude. And they're gonna be like, it's a waste of my time. And then they're not gonna want to be your friend. Because like, oh well, I tried to get with you and you didn't want to get with me. Fuck you. You're not my friend. And they cut you off because that line has been established. And
that's
so
what I'm saying. It's hard to keep women on the,
because it's an emotional thing.
To keep a side piece on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? They got all kinds of movies about this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep a side chick on the side for long. Eventually, she tries to pull a third and jump the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Fence and start sabotaging shit and stuff like you can't do that with women. Men, it's easy because men are always living in the hopes of. You know what I'm saying? Most men are. Did we not see? Sir,
hold on, no. Did we not see what happened with August Alsina? Remember, he was the side nigga, and he got a little emotional. Came out. I was messing with Jada, and he got really emotional. You know what I'm saying? He kind of made you look soft for a minute.
But I'm just saying, in terms of men, without getting no coochie. Let's start there. Like, without them getting none, a lot of men take the 10-year plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I just hold out for 10 years, this nigga gonna fuck up eventually. And guess what? I'm gonna be right there with that shoulder. Here's that shoulder, baby. You know what I'm saying? We best friends, baby. Come on, hit this shoulder. And I'm gonna try to sneak a kiss and hopefully it turn into something. It's a lot of square dudes like that out there. You can't act like that's not a reality. That's why there's a friend zone to begin with. Because if men stood on business and she like, oh no, you interested in somebody and no, we should just be friends. You don't want to just be friends with that woman. Leave that woman alone. Men aren't trying to just be friends. That's why I never believe a woman when she say, oh, I got a whole bunch of guy friends, but they all just friends. A bullshit. Bullshit. One of them niggas want to fuck. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why
I don't know which one, but
because of that
at least
reason.
one of them want to hit, and we gonna figure it out today. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We gonna call them today and figure out who it is, so y'all can't be friends no more. Because I know men. You know what I'm saying? And there's always that plan.
Yeah. And I'm talking.
I tell my daughter the same thing. Whenever men just hang around and let's go out to eat. Let's we gonna go to Starbucks. We gonna go to the movies as friends. You know what I mean? Boy, if you don't get your weak ass out of here, you ain't got no game.
All right.
I'm only talking about the perspective of like being in your 20s and early 30s. Like now, women at our age, they're direct. They tell you what they want, and they're like, "Hey, I ain't gonna be your friend. I ain't gonna be your little this. I got too much shit to fuck up with. No, we ain't fooling around." And at our age now,
if the man isn't direct, I said if the man isn't direct, then
most guys at our age are pretty direct, unless they're like just simping. If they want to simp and pretend like, oh, I'm a good guy and I don't want to sleep with her, but my charm is overall gonna wear her down like Urkel, that's not gonna work. That's literally how it is.
Anger like Stefan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go wear her down like Laura. You gonna be mine in 20 years. This is like Quez said, the 20-year plan. Laura, I'm gonna wear you down. That's most people at our age. They don't have time to waste, so they're just like, hey, this is my life and how it's structured, because they have kids, they have work, they have a whole lifestyle established, and it's like, are our lives gonna match up? And it's either becomes friends with benefits, strictly friends, or that whole dynamic just ends and you guys cut each other off. And that's what I see at this age.
Yeah, gotta just be honest. I've never met a woman that I wanted to smash and didn't smash, and we still friends.
I have. I'm
just being honest. You can't be my friend, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like I want to hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if I can't hit, there's no point of us being friends, because all we're ever going to talk about is why I can't hit.
But there's a different. I think there's a different. There's a difference,
why
right?
Can I not hit?
Let's get a little real around here, Jess.
Ears are wide open. Go for it.
I think it's a little different.
I'm married now, so
too.
all that's irrelevant.
Oh shit!
Throw my disclaimer out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that now. I'm just saying in those days. You know what I mean? It was never we'll just be friends and hang out. A bullshit.
But
I'm trying.
But you could.
Hold on.
But you could be friends and you can wanna sleep with her, but then be like, I ain't gonna try to fuck up anything in her life. Because I had friends where I'm like, no, I'm a fucking scumbag. I'm gonna fuck this person up. I'm not even gonna do that. But yet, would I want to sleep with them? Would I want to be with them? Yeah. But I knew I was toxic. I'm like, no, I'm gonna fuck up, destroy their whole life. Did I want to smash?
Right,
Hell yeah!
This hypothetical shit, whatever, cool. Well, but let's keep it a buck. It depends on the situation. There's a Quez. I don't necessarily agree. I've had women who I was friends with, I smashed, whatever, and then
Jess.
we remain cool.
Jess.
No, I'm saying before. I'm saying before you ever smash.
I'm telling Jess. I'm telling Jess.
Look, let's be real, Third. How many women have you tried to smash, didn't get to smash, and then y'all built this long, loving relationship of friends?
A lot. I have a lot of friends like that.
He asked me, Melvin, but I can answer it. I can answer it wholeheartedly.
A lot for you.
Damn.
Maybe like 2 or 3.
And y'all still friends?
The longest one has been like 20-some years. Yeah.
That you wanted to smash.
Of course.
Jessica go through his Facebook and Instagram now. She going through. She gonna see who you following. Who is he?
No. So look again. So we all have past.
Yeah, he in trouble.
I don't know why you did this to yourself. Son.
Yeah, again, I ain't got shit to hide. So
away from it.
No, hold on. First off, I got shit to hide. So again, at the end of the day, we're talking about like a past, and if I say 20-some years ago, obviously that means back in high school. In high school, we were different people. Of course, we were trying to run up in this, run up in there. And of course,
exactly.
We had group of friends, Quez, as you know. We're dudes here. We got a group of girls
don't
here.
Say my name. No, I don't know none of them.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. So so disclaimer for the Queen, Quez didn't really date any of the girls in high school. All right. So
he did. He was beating more guts than Muhammad Ali. He was out there. He was out there.
He said date. That's what he
said. Same, but different. Same, but different.
So again, there were like a group of girls here, group of guys here, we're friends, whatever, like that. You had one guy that would probably date this girl, break up, and then date this one, whatever. It happened. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so you went to smash back then. As time grows on, you realize that you can't really cross this line and you become friends. There's no longer one to, let me go back and smash, because by that time it's like it's already in the past. So like Quez said, the ones that you want to smash, you're going to smash. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh wow.
What?
They have different
on the compound that you just live.
That was a good cleanup, though, because I didn't even factor that in. I'm thinking about adulthood. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's not too many women from. Well, yeah, I guess you're kind of right, sir. There's some people that I may have wanted to smash back in high school, and then they joined the Big Bang Club. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying all that.
Way back to high school.
Some of them are still beautiful to this day, man. But it's just like you just realize that, hey, we're just better off as friends, or it's just something that just
we went to the same school. Some of them are not still beautiful to this day. Don't do that. You know what
hey,
I
first off, bro, I went to two different high schools. I went to two different. You know what I mean? Two different. I went to Merrimack and I went to LP.
There could be two things that's true. You know what I'm saying?
Two things can be true at the same time.
Benny says, "As a married man, I don't condone this convo." I hear you.
Thank you, Benny. Thank you.
I love Betty.
Here's the thing. What's up, Leilani? We're grown people, so we're not going to sit here. The one thing we're not going to do is pretend like, I'm not a pretender. That's not what we're doing on Drop Your 3 Cent. We created an atmosphere where we can have safe and healthy combos, and that's what we're doing. So I can talk openly, honestly about this shit because I'm not doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and again, this is something
you brought up a good point. There probably is some people that end up being friends with later on in life.
Exactly.
Might have wanted to smash back in the day, but.
And some of them turn out to be really, really good friends. You know what I'm saying?
Or if you got to go all the way back to like middle school or high school, though, does that really count? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the chick you met 3 years ago at you know what I'm saying?
Okay, then that's a little different. That's a little different.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're not talking about back in high school.
Let's get into
it. She want to know. Just wants to know.
All of it.
Hey, I don't know about that one.
LT's in the house.
Keisha, where you at, sis?
Yeah, come on, LT.
She rehearsed on her own. Now the Temptations are here, but not David Ruffin. So
she gonna talk to us from the comments like she's not supposed to be on here. Okay.
StreamYard issues. Are they? Try it from your phone. I don't understand why they hating on you.
I can't see the comments at all.
Oh, my fault. I didn't put them on the screen.
Yeah, you can't see them because you're not important, sir.
Well, how damn.
No, I'm just
Chris, what ego I did have. Jesus.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Damn.
80% said, don't answer that question. Don't answer that question.
Answer it. I'm ready.
Hey,
for all the smoke.
I second that.
All the smoke.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What's the
So
question?
3 years ago?
3 years ago. Like I told you.
Yeah, you forgot the question out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We all forgot the question.
Again,
so I see this lady with this 50-part series, man. Like,
I mean, no, because again, like Quez is saying, like Quez is right. Quez is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're talking like 3 years ago, then I don't necessarily see that really happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
No.
I don't think I got any
think-
friends I met 3 years ago, and especially when I went to Smash and we still friends. So
no, but there's
You
people
have
that
no
you
friends on your friend list 3 years ago
that I met 3 years ago.
that you wanted to smash or
No.
that you
don't
have
answer it. Don't
No.
answer it.
Look,
Don't answer it.
why would they be on my friends list?
Because
It's
you're
like-
an entertainer. Why not?
It's
That's the
because
life
like
of
it's
an
your bucket list.
entertainer.
It's
Why
his
would they be
bucket
on my
list.
friends list?
It's
'Cause
your
you're
bucket
an
list.
entertainer.
Just like Quest said, who's to say, like, I don't know. That to me creates drama because, again, we don't know what her intentions are. She can sit up there, see you out happy, get jealous. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like, you got to, if I don't even invite you to my house, let alone my Facebook, you know what I'm saying, where I got my friends, I got family, nah. Whether I'm an entertainer or not, there's a third degree fan page. You ain't on my Facebook, though, the personal one.
Hey, my man's got a fan page. Flex on him real quick. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Them hoes stay on the fan
gosh.
page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got the third degree fan page. I got a couple fan pages. You know what I'm saying?
A couple, huh?
With 7,000 something.
Hey, but stop talking, sir.
You know what? Yeah,
What
because
are you
A
doing?
couple. I didn't know about a couple.
What?
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of police forgive? Like, bro, protect yourself at all times.
this girl,
What are
she
you
looking
doing?
for something.
What
She
are you
looking for
doing?
something to say. This nigga ain't
Let
it.
it all out. I'm ready. Air it.
But at this age, we value, we sit back and think, is it worth it? If we smash this person, they're gonna disrupt our whole lives. And we ain't, it's not worth it. You're like, do I want to do it? Yeah, but am I gonna destroy everything I done built? Hell no. What we're talking about when we're 20s, we're like, yeah, we don't think the same. But now it's
all
like, no,
inhibition out the window at 20.
Hey,
I don't wanna
first of all,
fuck
we
up.
put a disclaimer out there. I don't give a funk. I will dig. I go get the damn shovel myself if that's what it means. I don't got shit to hide. Now, if I had shit to hide, then yeah, I'm in the high seat. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got shit to hide. So,
He hiding.
Funk what they got to talk about.
Benny, I agree with you. Disengage. Disengage. You know what I'm saying? Disengage, sir. Disengage. I tried to segue to something else, sir. Disengage.
Hey, man. If I was doing something, I'd be worried.
I think I have my women intuition.
I can't help him. I can't help him. I can't.
The women intuition is paranoia.
Yeah. No, it is not. Oh, no, you did not just say it's paranoia.
Yeah.
In trouble.
So on this,
So be on the lookout for Jesse's 50 episodes of Surviving the Entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's coming out next week. Thanks for the
Yeah.
word. You know what I'm saying?
Her Facebook done changed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his 7 fan pages that nobody
Yep.
knew about. You know,
Oh,
yeah.
no, not 7. Not 7. Not 7.
Oh,
Jess is changing her Facebook to complicated.
Complicated. Oh.
She's changing her Facebook to complicated. We still together, but it's complicated.
Hell no.
He's a dirty ass rapper.
Right.
Straight from the west side, you know.
I should have known. I should have.
These west side niggas. Yeah, these west side niggas. I don't know what's up with these west side niggas from San Bernardino. I'm just through. Now I'm going to the North Pole to go find me a polar bear. I got on my snow boots.
I don't know if I can do
Benny
it.
is killing it.
That's why. Who the hell did I podcast with?
That's
That
the
is
one,
the
Benny.
That is the best one.
That's the one.
That is the best one.
That's the one. Oh man,
I can't stand it.
that's dope. Damn.
For the record, I am 3rd degree, 3R degree.
Bro,
So
stop
yeah,
it. Hey,
Hey.
they already had a legion. Your ass gonna be Lucifer in her story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I met this entertainer by the name of Lucifer. You know, for the story's sake. He said he was black. It only came out. He was only
77%. 77%. He's 23% white.
He didn't have no red flags. He had blue flags, girl.
He told me he was an African
He didn't
prince.
carry no red
He was
flags,
only
girl.
77% African. I don't know what kind of kingdom he was from.
That's funny. That's funny.
He's a pathological liar. He said he got documents.
You see what this big back then did?
From the Igbo tribe. He said he was in the Igbo tribe in Gabon. And I think none of them niggas over there know him.
He in the elbow tribe.
So he's showing his clothes on paper.
I don't know. They could have been Excel. They could have been
They said
Excel.
we don't know no third, but this is the third time we heard this story.
That's too funny.
Oh gosh.
That's funny.
Laughing at this girl's pain. What's wrong with y'all niggas?
Hey, she laughing now too.
No, she not. She crying on Tamara. What are you talking about? Call me a big back. So again, that brings to another thing. Big back energy. Is it real or is it harsh?
Well, I think it's true. There's always category for people. There is. There's desperate guy energy. There's fucking tax season energy. There's cuffing season. These are all real shit.
What's big back energy? What is that?
Is when the biggins try to just snatch up somebody just because they're desperate.
Yeah, that's the big girls. Big girls need love too, man.
Yeah, the biggins.
Here's the thing, though. On the contrary, though, Charlamagne said, because when Jess Hilarious said, "Well, give me Sheila," he said, "Oh, Sheila was beautiful." You know what I'm saying? So there's some beautiful.
Sheila was fine.
Who's Sheila?
From Why Did I Get Married?
Why Did I Get Married? What's
Jill
her name?
Scott's character. You talking about Jill Scott's character?
Yeah, Jill Scott.
I never seen that.
You ain't seen the black one. You ain't black. You ain't seen Why Did I Get Married?
He gets his card revoked.
Right. You going back to Mexico, sir. To go
You
sell
don't get to be up here with the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? You're not black enough to be up here with the rest of us, sir. No, but Jill Scott, you know what I mean?
She's sexy.
Based on the terminology, she would be considered a big back, but she's gorgeous.
She is.
You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful.
I've seen her in person.
There's a lot of beautiful women that's considered big back out there.
I don't think it has to do with their weight per se, but it has to do with how their character is, like how they carry themselves.
Yeah.
Like and if they sloppy, then because you could be big and okay, but if you sloppy, then you just sloppy, and that goes for skinny niggas too. You could be. You see a lot of skinny people, and they're like, ugh.
Facts. You know what I mean? I don't think it matters either way. I think what I didn't like about the clip, though, for real, is the fact that she tried to conflate the two. Like, you know what I mean? The world's picking on me because I'm big. Like, no, ma'am, that's not what's happening. You put this story out there. We would have never known about this shit if you wouldn't have said nothing. And
nobody knows anything.
Yeah, as you tell the story and you realize that you dumb, we realized in episode 1 that you was dumb. You can't be mad at us because we know better. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at us because we know better than what's going on. And then, like I said, Tisha sent me that video, and I'm watching some of it, and some of the stuff he was saying was making sense. Like, you know what I mean?
What'd he say?
Man, hey, sir, he said a lot. He said he had already bought a house for like $125,000 in Douglasville, and she lives in I think he said Fayetteville or Jonesboro, which is, you know, from that area to Douglasville is like at least an hour drive. So he had the condo because it was closer to work for him. You know what I mean? And he had saved his money up from college and playing arena football. And he said, truth be told, I rolled the bench. I was happy to get them checks. And I put my money aside. And he said the reason why we couldn't get a house which this is the part that made sense to me with listening to him. Now, all of it, I could tell some stuff he was lying about, right? Like just realistically, watching body language and the way he spoke about things. A lot of shit he was lying about. So I seen it already. So I'm not taking his side. But there was some key factors in the reasoning why certain things didn't happen as far as buying the house. And if he did get an approval, he said he never got an approval from Chase for a $750,000 home loan, which I can believe him because Chase probably not going to do that for you, sir. But you know, to even make that lie up would be asinine. But he said the reason why they couldn't do the house the way they wanted to because her credit was fucked up. He said, my credit is good. You know what I mean? And the people that he was talking to was letting him know that, yeah, you can get the house, but if you add her to it, your interest rate's going to go up, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And second of all, if you do it by yourself, yes, it's going to be your house, but all responsibility relies on you. And you can add her as a tenant, but even that is kind of skeptical, you know what I mean, considering that y'all married. So, you know, it's a dangerous situation, and I know that for a fact. When you're trying to buy a house, everybody's shit got to be good. It can't be, oh, well, I got a 700 and she got a 440, so we just going, no, they don't give a damn about none of that. She just don't need to be on here then at 440. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
That's true story.
You can do it by yourself, and then now you got to figure out how to justify your income to match that because you can't use hers unless you're going to add it on. You know what I mean?
That's a true story. That's a true story. That's what happened to me in my condo.
Yeah, I will say with me, back then my credit was pretty bad, but they still asked about my employment. They still asked, even though I wasn't on the house. They still asked because we were married. So
right,
Yep.
That's right. That's the only thing I give him grace for that I heard in the 20 minutes that I watched. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't watch the whole thing, but that part stuck out to me the most because that's real life scenario. Like, ma'am, if your credit is fucked up, and you said that you was happy that somebody was here to help you pay your bills and you didn't have to worry about how you was gonna get this and that done, and your student loans and all that shit. And he showed up and paid some months ahead and all that type of energy, you know, then how are you in turn saying that his shit is fucked up? But ma'am, you just admitted that you didn't have your shit together. And he showed up more as a savior. And then, you know, now all of a sudden this dude is the bad guy. That's why I kind of like, I'm on, you know, the fence about this shit because I think I need more information. It sounds good on the surface to mobilize women to gather around for the he ain't shit, niggas ain't shit league. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound good to mobilize. But when you start to dig into the facts of this shit, it's starting to look like, ma'am, you kind of are fucked off too. You know what I mean?
I think it makes sense for somebody that's a predator to go after somebody. I got my shit all together. Now I'm gonna go somebody that's gonna have to be dependent upon me. Then I can they're gonna be financially beholden to me, and now I got him. Oh yeah, he's paying my shit.
But that's not how the story went, Melvin. We can't keep making up justifications for people.
No, but I'm saying we that's true. I agree. Remember what I said. She's stupid, and it's her fault from the beginning. But that's he's a manipulator, so that's probably what was like she's like, okay, like you said, somebody's here to save me. Somebody's being nice. This is a God sent dude. And then it was like, nah, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. But he's a predator.
So again,
this is my problem, Melvin, because listening to just that little bit that I listened to, and like I said, he may have been lying about some things, you know, and believe me, I have no dog in this fight, you know, either way, because none of this shit got nothing to do with me.
Nope.
I run my house. I'm just saying from the perspective of looking at it objectively and trying to hear both sides of the story. Objectively, it seems like that you had found somebody that you thought was going to come and save you, right? We can say that.
Yeah.
But then to turn around and say that, oh, he was supposed to buy me a $700,000 house.
No,
he lived in a condo. To say that, oh, he wouldn't give me access to all of his bank accounts. He said he had 5. I only seen 2. You know what I'm saying? Like these types of things draw red flags with me about you. Like
exactly.
What are you after in this conversation? Your
It
first
sounded
tire blow up, and now this man come over and buy you a tire, and he fix your tire on the first date. And then y'all hang out for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Just talking and listening to John Legend, whoever the fuck does that. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
But that's the whole point.
That's
the whole point, though. She was in need, and she saw him as a knight in shining armor, and he knew, oh, well, she can't even afford this tire. I got her, and I can pull this hustle on her. But it's her fault as well, like you said. Nothing should have progressed once she's like, oh, well, I didn't see this information. He said this, but that's not true. How can you move forward if you know things are a lie? And that's on her. That's
hold on a sec. Noelani says she was never dependent on him. He went out of his way paying everything before him. She was doing everything. I mean, but again, so I think what happened was, again, so she's used to paying for stuff, doing everything, and then he's coming over here, and she did admit that, hey, she got kind of, I guess intrigued, saying by the aspect of having someone come pay for it, doing this and going to the houses and all this other stuff, and her not having to pick up the time. So yeah, she did get intrigued by that, and she loved it. But so again, I think it became a thing where now it became a situation more out of convenience, because we also heard some of the women on here yesterday saying, like, so as soon as they got married or whatever, once he got her, then he stopped sleeping with her, stopped doing X, Y, and Z. His whole attitude and demeanor changed. So again, I don't know this dude, but he just sounded like he finesse king. He finessed her.
Yeah. He's
I think
good
he
at
played
it.
on her insecurities. I think he's seen and known that maybe she was insecure from the jump. Because again, us dudes, we can pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? And then especially if you're not coming in with good intent, you know what I'm saying, you can definitely play on that and then try to, manipulate the situation to make it work for you. If you're not being, 100%, you know what I'm saying, with yourself. But yeah, he played on her insecurities, sold her a dream. She wanted to believe that, hey, well, maybe he'll turn her. He actually truly loves me. And she just ignored those red flags. So,
but
I don't necessarily know if it's big back energy, but it's definitely desperate energy. She
but like Quez said about the house, he didn't buy me this, and she, in her own words, said, "I wanted to be that girl. Somebody took care of me." It was her own greed. She stopped being ambitious and wanting to do her own thing and being independent. I'm going to rely and I want him to do this for me. And that's where it all fucked her. Like, she kept chasing that. He's going to do this for me. He's going to do this for me. That greed was the fucked up part. Well, he's going to buy me this. He's going to buy me that.
In one of her stories, she even mentioned, like, when they compared bank accounts, he logged in and showed her his bank account, and she showed him hers. You had $1,500. He had $9,500 in an account. Then you check savings accounts. You said, I had what I had in my savings, and he had like 15 grand in his savings. You admitted this stuff. So it couldn't have been like this dude was on some bummy energy. You know what I mean?
I told you.
Like you putting the story out there like you just ran across some bummy ass dude. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Little Terrence from the projects, and he was staying in the trap house, and he ran across you, and he wanted to be warm for the summer. You know what I mean?
She did put it out there because she said, I made the mistake of showing them where I lived, and he must have saw this and just got impressed. Apparently, he didn't necessarily.
What he said was he already had a house in Douglasville that he paid, that he bought in the auction that was already his house, but he had the condo in lower Atlanta because it was quicker for him to get to work, because Douglasville is low-key out of the way of the city. And
I know
coming
where
from
Douglasville
Douglasville back into the city is hella traffic.
I'm
Now,
gonna
I
ask
live
my
out here, so I'm like, you know,
my
that
pops,
makes
do you know
sense.
these people?
She sounds like a gold digger to me.
Yeah.
That's and it sounds like she wants something and she was a gold digger, and then she found out that he's really scamming her when she was trying to scam him. so it's like,
You know, lying talking about he ain't have no dang on house. But did she? I'm trying to figure out where she found in Atlanta a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse for under $1,000. If you ain't on Section 8, ma'am, that's not true. Huh?
It was Georgia back then.
I live in Georgia.
I know, but how long have you been in Georgia?
I've been out here since 2022. The pandemic just happened in 2020.
Yeah. So
in 2 years, that shit ain't changed that fast.
It did. My niece told me it did. It jumped.
Hey, no, ma'am.
She told me,
ma'am, inflation don't work that fast. You ain't had no $1,000 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse in Georgia, in Atlanta. Well, she lived in Fayetteville, I think he said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is right, you know, probably like 15, 20 minutes from where I'm at. And you ain't have that unless you in the struggle zone. You know what I mean?
I think they're both jacked up.
You was in low income housing.
Says Tish. Tish said she was still working on taking care of her bills. She said that she liked the idea of him taking care of her, treating her like she's special. She said that.
But I mean, I agree with you, Tish. I'm just saying that the fact that y'all come back around and he's a pathological liar because he didn't buy a house with you because you're not good financially. If he was paying all your bills and taking care of you and you ain't have to spend a dime and you could do whatever the fuck you wanted to with your check, then how all of a sudden is he a pathological liar? He paid this money all this goddamn time.
And where did all that money go? Where did all her money go?
Where's your shit?
That's how they try to get you.
But it's like he paid all the bills. They paid all the bills, but then how come she didn't pay off all her debt? Like where your money go if somebody else is paying everything for you? 1,000. How much debt she got?
Even 3 months. Somebody please come pay my bills for 3 months.
Yeah,
I get myself right.
She didn't even get a car on her own.
So
right, because her credit is trash.
You know,
I got questions.
She's a gold digger. She's a gold digger.
If she was, I feel like she would have quit her job.
No, because
pay for everything.
No. She still wanted her independence, and he still wanted. She wanted both.
Exactly.
She wanted both. She greedy.
So Mel, think about it like this, yo. And I'm travel guide. I'm pretty sure. I don't know where Quest went. He probably went to go take. No, I'm gonna leave him alone. That 80% bullshit. But I mean, y'all both know that dudes will sit there and will finesse a woman because he ain't got no money, he ain't got no spot, he ain't got no car. But it sounds like this dude had all of that. So now, why would he want to finesse this woman? Especially if she was living off of him.
That's what
questions.
Because if they couldn't buy a house because she was the culprit and had bad credit and all these debt, why didn't she pay all that down when he was paying everything? She still had a job, so where was her money going? If he had more, if he was paying all her bills and he still had $15K in a bank account and $10K in another bank account, and she at $1,500 and he paying all the bills, that math don't add up.
She was partying. She was turning up.
So that think about it. That he's paying everything, and she has a job. Where is that money going then? And it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
Hey, Tisha,
Tisha,
we don't care about your comments because you're not on the show, so you're not at the point. You get
if you gotta remember there's something wrong.
Sit down there in the gulag, Tisha. Since your StreamYard don't work, you get to sit down there and spectate. We're not reading your comments no more. We don't care.
You guys said
He didn't remember what city he worked in because there's something wrong up here. Who doesn't remember what city they work in?
No, I
all
agree
their
with
jobs.
you.
No,
not
he's
all
not.
of them. Right?
We're not. We're not giving him a pass. He's a piece of shit. But we got
after me.
But
now
we
you got Tisha Jr. on your ass, man. Your ankles ain't safe, Quez. She gonna bite you. You gonna bleed out.
Yep.
Quez, she gonna bite your ankle. You gonna bleed out. You
Man, I don't want no smoke. I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke, man. I be trying to be up here and be cool.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They didn't watch
mind my
the
business.
episode.
I don't need both of y'all.
You didn't watch
trying to gang up
I
on
got
me.
episode 6 or 7. Cause again, all right.
But you just take her words for it. It's like,
look.
Where did her money go?
Look. Listen. Look. All right. So who does that? Who sits up there and watches all 60, 50 something episodes and does all this other stuff, whatever? It's just crazy.
Third, you fucking up today. Quit introducing this type of shit into evidence so that we can get beat the fuck up on stage. We don't steer away from this.
Person, though.
Steer away from this, sir. We don't like. What are you doing?
Who's watching? Like, who has time?
Tisha, I'm not adding extras.
Within
I'm
an
just
hour,
saying.
right?
You sent me the video, Tisha, and then now you don't want me to use my judgment to compare.
We have a lot.
Like,
we have a lot of questions.
Bill Burr said it. Bill Burr said it best. Like, Bill Burr said, we don't have a problem believing women, but when you say we got to believe all women, it's like really all of them. Like, we can't. Some of these motherfuckers are fucked up too. Like, we're not gonna pretend like some of y'all women don't be on bullshit.
And that's
can't just be like, women get pass, and men, you get no kind of grace because we already expect you to be fucked up. Like, we need to attack it from both levels. If we gonna be honest, she did some dumb shit. She had a part to play in a lot of the shit that went on, and a lot of the scenarios that she speaks about. She tells her truth, but we skipping over that when she's telling you, I was broke. You know what I'm saying? He had more money than me. But the whole time he was lying that he never bought me the house or the Mercedes Benz that we went and rode in and looked at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought, financially speaking, you were a liability, ma'am, and he's not going to give up his assets for your liabilities. Fuck out of here. I wouldn't do it.
Facts. Amen.
I wouldn't do it.
But why do
you sign my name on no
Why
car?
did he sign the marriage certificate? Why do you mind marriage license?
Because they both were trying to love the red flags out of each other. That's why. They both were in a fucking toxic ass relationship where they both was on bullshit. Why can't that be true? Why can't she not have been shit and he wasn't shit, and they happen to come together and be a shit pie? You know what I'm saying? And
I want to hear his
live their life,
story.
and then when it go
That's
bad,
you
go to social media and create a mini docu-series to I don't know what the point of it is. You know what I'm saying? Outside of you want some attention.
Exactly.
Now you got attention, but you don't want bad attention because that's bad attention.
Yeah.
Don't call me big and stupid. Listen to my trauma.
Right.
That's what you wanted. Attention.
If they're trying to relive and rehash drama, that's right, girl. Because I've been through the same thing, and then so they sit up there and empathize because they done been through the same. Anyway,
you
getting the death stare.
I'm just okay outside of you, but
it's on TikTok.
Proof, right?
The rest of these girls up here. That's right, girl. That's right. Because it happened to me. It happened to me. Again, they applaud this crap. They want to sit there and applaud and champion behind somebody. And again, at the end of the day, it's a harsh reality to look at. No, this girl was stupid.
Yeah, not only stupid, but she was a gold digger. That's it. She wanted assets She wanted assets from him to transfer to her, and that was the whole thing.
That's all she was looking for a lifeline.
From all the videos. All the videos I've seen, she's not ambitious. The only thing ambitious about her is to get shit from him.
Right.
That's the only ambition she had, is to get more shit from him.
Shaking his head like, what the hell did I come on here for, man? The hell is this? You got anything to add, Travel Guy? Because we all in trouble over here. We about to get our ankles big.
Hey, we got to give everybody the same level of accountability. That's all I want. Like I said, my disclaimer is I don't care either way. But you can't tell me I'm wrong for looking at it the way I look at it.
Exactly.
You gave me two sides of the coin, and I get to pick which side of the coin makes sense to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if we go look at it objectively, hell no. Hey, don't come up here with that, ma'am. Don't that Trump conversation. Hey, that now this fake news.
Little bit.
Now this is fake news.
Keisha Jr. is not fake news.
Stupid question. I have a stupid question. Travel God, how did you get your name?
I'm a travel business owner.
Okay. I figured it's stupid, but I wanted to know because, hey, ask the question.
Not as stupid as big back energy.
It's true.
Oh, shit.
That was a legit question.
Don't forget to plug in your business, because that's what we always do here. Plug in your business.
Oh, that's see, Tisha. Ooh wee.
On your head. On your head.
I got you, sis. I don't
like this. She said you Tucker like Carlson. You got that Tucker Carlson energy. She called you Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, hey Tisha, I don't like that. We're not doing this.
You know what?
Then you're not even gonna come on the show.
We got Noah Lonnie and we got Jess. The Smurfs are in the building.
I thought
all these girls are not above 5'5".
The cute Smurfs, thank you.
They are not above 5'5".
Friends, Tisha.
None of these girls.
I can't believe you just accused me of being Fox News. You know what I'm saying? Like, the audacity. The caucasity, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna question your 85%.
Fox News, animated, CNN is the real deal.
Hey, both of them lied to you in different versions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Depends
Very
on
true.
the happy version or the truth, or you understand, depending on which side you watching. You figure out which side is telling the truth.
I think they on the Trump side because they don't want to take accountability in the hand. This girl is just dumb.
No Trump.
No. Hey,
Trump
it
was okay when y'all called me Trump. Oh, now no Trump. This is what I'm talking about. Got to be some equal accountability.
You know what? No, I don't vote anyway. So
let's all join.
What? You don't vote? You got to vote.
Nope.
You need to vote, Jess.
No.
You got to vote.
No.
You got to vote.
I want you
to Then you can't complain about the situation. You can't be like, "Oh, this world's so fucked up." Well, what? How did you change it? Well, I didn't change it at all. What?
It says it in the Bible.
Voting wasn't in the Bible.
You about to learn what I have to learn quickly, and that's just the kind of check out.
Yeah,
you know,
come on, next time.
Yeah. It's not in the Bible.
If Trump comes, if Trump come back in the office, build a wall to keep short people out, then then that's what it's going to have to be because she chose not to vote. Or
exactly.
Or
singular vote.
Or if they decide to take Black History out of schools, you know, because that's
doing it. And Biden's in office.
No, so again, those are different.
That don't happen under the president. Look, see, y'all.
That's the difference.
Doing too much.
Local.
Doing too much.
You gotta vote local offices.
You don't vote. Period. Right. So again,
hey, the country said don't do that, and somehow Florida and Texas still did what the fuck they wanted to do. And
that part.
Joe Biden didn't do shit about it. And y'all voted for him. So y'all
but what could Joe Biden do about Texas and Florida and their governor?
Nothing. That's the point.
Exactly. Why
are we focused on voting for the president? And when people decide in your local community that they want to do something, the president can't say, "Hey, that's not okay."
It would get so much worse if Trump was under office.
It's already gonna get worse. It says in the Bible.
Texas
I don't want to hear that.
Gonna do what the fuck they wanted to do.
I don't want to. It says it in the Bible. It's gonna get worse, but then what happens when it gets better? What happens if the rapture did? What happens if the rapture doesn't come for another 100 years?
It does not say anything about the U.S. government in no Bible.
It does.
Shit out of luck.
Jessica, where?
No.
Next topic, please.
Where you at?
Jessica, you do know that the Bible predates American judicial system, the government system. So again, it does not say anything about the government, the American government in the Bible. This goes way further than what we're talking about now.
Okay.
I think if you say it's gonna get worse, it's like there was World War II, you know. That was a lot worse than there now. There was lynching. That was a lot worse than that. It's like, you know, if that nigga was coming back, he should have done it back then. Like things are better.
Next topic, please. Somebody take it. Arthur in charge. Play a clip. You know what I'm saying? Play a clip.
We got to get off this one right here because I don't agree with it.
What is going on here?
Agree with me.
Melvin's going to gasoline draws on.
You got? What we got?
He going with gasoline draws on, smoking on a cigarette.
He going right now. Let one off. You gotta let it round off in the air or something.
That's it.
He about to be watching Lil Nas X lap dancing on the devil.
Oh my God!
Jesus straight up said, "See you when I get back."
Lil Nas X gonna be lap dancing on the devil. Melvin's gonna be sucking his toes with gasoline.
Oh my!
That's what happened. That's literally what happened. That's literally what happened. That Jesus said.
Be up here, man.
Jesus straight said that though.
Raising hell. You know what I'm saying? What kind of co-host are you, Tisha Johnson?
Jesus straight up said that. He said, "See you when you get back, nigga." That's it. That's it.
Oh my God.
So we just wait.
Please.
We wait.
Next.
Third, you could have been played the clip. You got the controls. Trying to figure out why you ain't did nothing. Push the button. Nuke this shit. Just nuke the whole thing.
Anyway, this dude right here, man. So
hit the button.
we gonna move on big energy because we got away from the doc. You know, again, girl was stupid. Other girls went to sit there and the champion. That's right, rally behind her. They went to rally behind her and pretty much champion her up. So yes, I don't know about any of this right now. So,
sir, hit the button. Hit the button. You know what I'm saying? Turn the key. Hit the button.
All right, so
that's how that works.
Where this dude all black? See, that's what's going. That's how his life gonna turn out. Oh, there you go.
Now, I see the light. I'm back. I'm back,
man. All right, so
delay. Hit the button.
Delay.
So anyway, so Cam Newton.
Oh God.
Damn. I lost my train of thought, man. We got to end this one soon because I'm gonna have to go pray and do
a whole lot.
It happens.
I'm gonna have to go get myself in the holy water for this nigga.
It happens.
Oh, that's funny.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
Mad wrong. But anyway,
I'm not wrong though. I'm not wrong. Things are not that bad. Are they? You can't tell me things are bad than slavery and World War II. So I'm like,
burned alive.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
anyway,
you can't be.
Bro, hit the button. If I have to say it again, we're gonna fight.
All right, so hold up. I gotta bring out the intro. Hey, man, cloud of smoke. Like, chill. Like, let me get this out first.
The button needs to be hit. You're gonna have to walk.
I can't just press the button. You know what? Yes, but I can't do.
You have all the controls over there.
So
he put him in the thing.
Damn.
He can bring himself.
Hey, don't go to cheerleading.
That's what we doing. You gonna hit the button on me? On me. You know what I'm saying? That's where you draw the line with me.
I thought it was gonna be me. I thought it was gonna be me.
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm the person you kicked off the stage.
I'm trying to introduce the next clip.
I'm a nigga named Paul. I'm a Paul. What in the world? My goodness.
I have to go through with heathen ass Melvin over here. I'm just saying, man.
I'm not a heathen.
Had a whole atheist.
Nigga, you are a heathen. Yeah, you and Trump and Lil Nas X.
What are we doing?
I'm not a heathen. I'm not a heathen. I'm just like, make it make sense.
And you Trump
make
and
it
Lil
make
Nas
sense.
X.
How Jesus ain't coming back for you niggas. And
Right.
you kick me off the stage. What the fuck?
You're right.
Put you on timeout.
I'm gonna let them stay down there with Trump, Lil Nas X. They eating cornflakes in the gas lake in hell, man. Like these skin niggas, man. Like, hot damn. Burn, baby, burn. Like the Disco Inferno burn. That's their anthem right there. These skin niggas. I'm telling you,
not
man.
a heathen. I'm not a heathen. Make it make sense. It's not that bad. He ain't coming back yet. It ain't that bad.
Oh, if you mean it like that, I'll give. Okay, anyway. So there's been a clip of Cam Newton. I guess Cam Newton went to some type of event, whatever, and got in a fight with three dudes. And you know, again, within the same news of this week, we learned of Jam Master Jay's killers finally going to jail after I don't know how long. But you know, it was something that Quez had brought up, that we wanted to kind of touch on. Is it a bad idea, or is it safe for celebrities to return back to their hood? Because we hear all this stuff about they moved out, they don't come back, they don't do ish, they don't do anything for the community, they sellouts, whatever. But if we look at some of the stuff that's happening, Cam Newton getting jumped, Jam Master Jay getting killed by not only a close friend but his godson, and then we got people like Young Dolph or Nipsey, or like there's so many, like who's that one rapper that got smoked in they got smoked in Roscoe's, you know what I'm saying, that was sitting up there with his he was with his baby moms eating in Roscoe and got smoked in Roscoe. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Pop Smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a certain level of success to where it's just like folks get jealous and envious. But let's just go ahead and play this clip of Cam Newton and we'll dip and take a deep dive into it.
Dang.
And we lost Toes too.
Yeah, he just left. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
He called me a heathen.
Man.
I think God made me.
I
think God may have like cut off his internet connection. Like, oh yeah, I came back to cut you off.
Oh no.
But no, hey, the reason why I proposed this topic, man, is because it's so serious, man. Like we do complain. I'm not gonna say we, but people in the inner city complain that nobody ever comes back to give them a chance, show them a shot. You know what I'm saying? Show them something better. But it seems to be the situation of every time those people do come back, try to give back, try to show you a better way, y'all let the streets sacrifice them, and nobody stands up and does nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's the same adage I told you guys about being a revolutionary now. After watching Marcus Garvey move back to the islands and die broke, or you know what I'm saying, Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, and every time they sacrifice us, you know what I mean, nobody does anything. Y'all just go on about your goddamn day. Why would people keep signing up for that when at the end of the day you do come back to the hood and try to help, and then you got to fight off the haters? There should be a wall of individuals that say he's off limits, period, point blank. No matter how you feel, that's off limits right there because he came back for us. Where's that wall of individuals at that cried for the help and then let the help get murdered in the street?
Let me ask you guys right here, or everybody on the panel, lady and gentlemen. So why do you think that it's a a crab in a barrel mentality that we have within our community, to where people are jealous of people of the success that they have.
So for me, speaking for experience with my brother, they may be jealous. You know what I mean? So if they come back to where they grew up at, you don't know who's jealous of you. You don't know who's hating on you. So it's easy for someone who was hating on you before you even got big, let's say, to easily have that temptation and fire back. You know what I mean? So you don't know. My brother has not been back. Has not. You can still support without going back. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying. Like, what incentive is there to come back to debauchery? You know what I'm saying? And y'all have no type of discernment or respect for the individual coming back to reach down to help y'all out of it too. Why would I come back and nothing but death is guaranteed over there? Yep. That's like running away from slavery and then going back to mastermind. Hey, what y'all doing today? Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Why would you go back to the plantation after you escaped? You know what I mean? And I love my people, so y'all know this is a hard one for me, but until y'all can protect the individuals that come back to try to help you, I don't advise they come back, because y'all not going to protect them.
But my question is, so why do you think people are jealous of other folks like that? Why do you think there is no protection?
It's designed that way. When you live, let's be realistic. When you live in an environment where resources are limited, right? It's the age-old adage. If all you got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you guys are already scattering for resources, you know what I'm saying, in the environment that you've been put in, and then, you know, a goddamn Christmas ham walk in, what you gonna do? You gonna try to get you a piece. No matter how you get your piece, you might tear a piece off. You might have a knife and cut you a few pieces off, but you know what I mean? It's still a Christmas ham and we ain't ate all week. That's the danger in it. You know what I'm saying? You're walking back into an impoverished community that is living in survival mode. It's hard to think about thriving when every day you're worried about surviving. You don't know what thriving looks like. You haven't seen it yet. And then you see a easy lick walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Whether he came to help or not, hey, I'm trying to get a necklace. I'm see if he got a couple $100. I'm gonna steal a backpack. I can resell this. You know what I mean? All the petty shit runs through your mind because you may never see a walking Christmas ham come through here for another 10 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Travel guy, what you got? What you got?
And that's why Charleston White said, "Fuck the community." He was an activist. He was an activist. He was said, "Fuck the community, fuck them kids." For that reason, right there, he said it ain't about to kill him. He has a valid point.
Woo. I never thought I'd hear Charleston White quoted like that, boy. That's
right. He got jumped by some dudes with a Laker jersey. But again, he was provoking folk. So I was clapping along with that one. He provoked folk. Trolls, what you got?
I agree with Jess and Marquez that you can help from afar, but don't put yourself back in the gutter and without any protection, without anything like that. It's not worth it. You can do so many different things to help the community. Doesn't mean you have to still live in that community. Exactly. And it doesn't make sense to everybody want it. It's like reverse hustling. It's like everybody's trying to get out the ghetto. Why the hell would you make it then go back to the ghetto?
It's funny. So let's watch this clip of Jam Master Jay and his situation.
But first, I want to take you back to 1983. Run DMC, established in Hollis, Queens, one of the most influential acts in the history of hip hop, a groundbreaking group paving the way for what the industry is today. It's why in 2002, it was such a shock when one of the founding members, Jam Master Jay, was murdered. Now, after all these years, finally, finally justice. More than 2 decades after Run DMC star Jam Master Jay was shot and killed, 2 men were convicted in his death. A Brooklyn federal jury found Carl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington guilty of killing the pioneering DJ in 2002. Prosecutors said the killing was motivated by revenge after the 2 men had been cut out of a potentially lucrative drug deal. A lot of people have speculated, how did Jam Master Jay get mixed up in all this? Well, prosecutors and some witnesses say Jay, whose real name was Jason Mizell, became a cocaine middleman as his career slowed and money ran short. Other reports indicate he owed hundreds of thousands of dollars in back taxes. The 2 now convicted killers were well known to the music legend. Jordan Jr. was his godson, and Washington was a childhood friend.
Damn.
It's sad, man.
Can I just say real quick before you start talking about your point? Only here where you still have to criminalize the victim. Like, that shit was so unnecessary to me. If we're talking about the people who actually killed this man, his declining, you know what I'm saying, money laundering and cocaine dealing and like, bro,
I don't think he was trying to
do we criminalize, huh?
I don't think he was trying to do that in that case. I get what you're saying, but not in that one. I mean, nah, man. Like, in this case, in this scenario,
play it again, please, and listen to it, sir.
My perspective is he was just trying to give, like, because if you say he died in a drug deal, people are like, "What the hell?" But it's
the same thing that they did with Huey Newton. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if he
was any of that information necessary to say that those people.
Hold on, quiz. So again, like they did the same thing with Huey Newton. Like, I remember like hearing about him dying in a quote unquote a drug thing, or it was killed by a drug dealer. But so we're over here thinking like, hey, was he over here buying drugs, or was he selling them, or was he trying to stop the drug dealers from coming in the neighborhood? There was no backstory behind it. So in this situation, I just think that he was trying to give a backstory of what it was. And for me, I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like, damn, it was sad that he had to resort to go back to that because things have slowed down within the music industry. So it wasn't like he was trying to say he was a bad guy in this. He wasn't trying to do that in this case. You're right. They do that. They do that. Not within what we just heard right now.
Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad, but that's the price you pay for the life you live. If you gonna be a drug dealer, work for the cartel, then you can't be like, oh, they got killed.
History.
It's part of the game.
You know, I know.
It's part of the game.
You in the cartel?
I don't know, not me personally. Come on,
Hey,
no,
man, take me off the screen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of that conversation either.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk. But no, see, once again, you can't just like you're saying it's not important in this story, but all stories are important in the way that they're portrayed. You know what I mean? It might not be that big of a deal to you at this moment, but what I'm saying is, if for a 20-year-old murder, that piece of evidence or that piece of information is not necessary to say that we finally found justice for Jam Master Jay. We know what happened over a 20-year span. You know, you see what I'm saying?
But people,
like,
here's the thing, people didn't understand why
the murderers of Jam Master Jay have been found guilty of murdering him after 20 years. And it's unfortunate that they took somebody away from the community, regardless of what happened and why he was there. That's
I'm
all
sorry,
I'm saying.
man, but like a lot of folks are wondering because we're not in Queens. We're not a part of that community. We're a part of the hip hop community. We're fans, but I wanted to know why. What would possess someone to actually sit there and murder this dude? And the fact that it was 2 people that were close to him, because it was always the speculation that, hey, they had to let the murderer in. So it wasn't like they just kicked the studio door down and just started shooting folks. They let them in and were cool with them. So a lot of us outside of that community did not know the backstory behind it. I wanted some clarification. Why did these fools feel the need to actually kill a legend? And then they hear the fact that, you know, he had to resort back to this because things have slowed down. My thing is, you're getting mad at what they're putting out there. I'm getting mad at the people who weren't taking care of him. Why did this dude have to sit back and resort to freaking to drug dealing? Why did he have to go back to cocaine? You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is
Sir,
like this.
Don't do that,
Yeah,
sir,
man,
because
no,
I'm
no,
still
because
mad
again,
about that too. But I
because again,
I
if
said
you got
before
folks,
you guys.
if you got folks like Russell Simmons who are sitting up there, they got millions of freaking dollars. This is Run DMC essentially put Def Jam on the map, not necessarily Def Jam, but Russell Simmons. So the fact that this dude had to go resort back to something because he had back taxes or had to feed this and had to do that. My whole thing is why did he have to resort back to that? Why shouldn't he been taking care of?
But at the same time, why didn't he take care of himself? He had millions of dollars. He could when he was freaking financially there, he could have hired a financial advisor. He could have done a lot of things and then be like, why didn't nobody help him? Nigga, why didn't you help yourself? It ain't my job to help you. We can't put that on Russell Simmons, be like, he's his babysitter. Like, you a grown-ass man, this is the life you live, and this is the price you pay. Period. You had money, you decided to do your own thing. That's it. It would be one thing if Russell Simmons screwed him over and then like a Don King situation. But if he had money and he didn't take care of it, that's on him.
That's very much the issue, sir.
Yeah.
And I wasn't saying that it wasn't important why they murdered him. I'm just saying both of those things, as Melvin started off in the last clip, both of those things can be true, sir. It was unnecessary for them to drop those facts, and it still was unnecessary for that man to get murdered. And if you wanted to know the story, fly your ass out there to Queens and figure out why the fuck it happened. Because somebody out there knew in the past 20 years, niggas been new. We're not going to pretend like nobody knew why this happened for 20-something years. And,
I think
you're on mute. We can't hear you. And it's good because you ain't talking about
because again, we're folks from the outside. So again, we're coming in asking questions. Why was them being murdered? Who the fuck are they? They're not going to answer me. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get the legit thing. So again, it was a trial. So again, this is something that needed to be had. You know what I'm saying? It's the ugly truth. It's the ugly truth. It happened. It's sad that it happened, but it happened nonetheless. So yes, we need the full story. We need this in context. Why did these people feel the need to take this man out? You know what I'm saying? And again, if you're so-called quote unquote his godson or his friend, as a matter of fact, from what I heard that the godson or one of them showed up actually to the funeral. So you know what I'm saying? Like again, so with me, again, for as someone who had a brother murdered by his quote unquote friend, you want answers. You know what I'm saying? You want answers, you want clarity. Why? Why
be your own people. Be your own people sometimes.
And that's what I'm saying. That's essentially the whole moral, just the whole moral of what we're talking about. Like, why are certain celebs or people a victim of their own hoods? You get what I'm saying? Like, again,
I'm just saying it's the crime of proximity, right?
Yep.
Like, we're not gonna pretend like white people don't murder white people at the same rate. It's just different. When they do it, they're lone wolves. And
but
nobody
we're
ever
not
saw
in the
this
white
coming.
community. We're in the black community. So this is something that
nobody ever seen little Timmy had an issue and that he kept buying AR-15 parts and building guns in his room with his parents downstairs watching Jeopardy. You know what I mean? But when it's us, you know what I mean? It's always criminalization attached, whether we're the victim or the person creating the scenario. You know what I mean? There's no. You know what I mean?
I can see what I see. Both of you guys are correct. Like, there's a time and place to give the backstory if it was a big, huge story about it. And what's the focal point of the story? Well, the focal point of the story was the killers were caught and there's justice for them. It didn't at that point. It didn't have to be like, oh, well, he was killed because he was a fucking drug dealer.
Because that's essentially
whatever it is that he did. My question is, so why do people feel the need to take out people like that? That's we're kind of going away from the point of being that
that's my fault.
The point by his friend, you know what I'm saying, by his godson. Why are people getting murdered by people that they know? Why is it that, like when you were talking about earlier, a young Dolph who went back to go support a black-owned business gets smoked in a cookie shop? That's the bigger issue that I have a problem with. Fuck all what they're trying to criminalize and all this other shit. What is the problem with us? I'm not part of the white community. We're part of the black community. So we need to start looking at answers and trying to figure out how can we get rid of this cancer that's affecting and plaguing us to where we can stop this? Why don't certain people want to see other people that look like us prosper? Why don't we celebrate?
It doesn't have to do
resources.
It doesn't have to do with anything about, like Quest just said, it doesn't have to do anything with race. It's about resources. It's about if you go into if you're a millionaire and you go into a high crime area, whether it be the hood or a trailer park, there's a high probability that this high crime area, you're going to be part of the criminal statistics of it. Whether it be white or black, you're entering an area that is plagued with criminality, period. So it's like, why put yourself in that situation? Regardless of race, regardless of anything, you're on a high status now. You're in a different tax bracket. Really, you're in a different tax bracket, and you're going down for what? To flex, to say to give credibility, to do what? Your dollars, you can go there, show up 5 minutes, but have an event at a huge super event, but you don't have to be in that area forever. It's like, I stay out of LA if I don't have shit to do there. If I don't have a specific place, I'm not going to drive around, cruise around, because that's a high probability that you're going to get involved in shit. It's just that.
This would be my advice to people. We'll call them high value targets, because that's really what you are when you walk into the ghetto or to the inner cities where poverty is rampant. You know what I mean? If you are what you should be doing is connecting yourself with people on the ground level, right? Community organizers, the people that are respected in those neighborhoods, because regardless of what people think, inside bad neighborhoods, there's still leadership. There's still people that you got to go through to do certain things. You know what I mean? In the neighborhood, it's a faux pas. Like, people just run around here with guns and stuff, shooting at each other. All that. There's still some type of decorum in the hood, and there's still some type of organization. You can't just do what you want in the hood, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna bring attention to the hood, and people that are doing big things inside the hood gonna get rid of you from that perspective. So there's still rules and regulations when maneuvering through the hood. But if you have a lot of money and you want to give back to that community, my advice to you is to organize with people on the ground level inside that hood and figure out how you can create resources, whether it be like Killer Mike doing, working with these trade schools, getting these young men in the programs, you know what I'm saying, in these inner cities, from where they can go directly from high school and already be an apprentice in a trade. And then, maybe 2 years down the line, now they're making $25 an hour or 30, and now they become the new middle class. And it's a skill set that America needs. America needs more tradesmen, with legal documentation. So if you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, not only are you doing something for your community, but you're doing something for the entire diaspora, because then you start to alleviate the poverty process. And nothing's going to work until you create resources in the communities where there's no resources. If you put 30,000 white people in the middle of Compton and moved all the black people out, you would have the same problem. You would have the same exact problem. Period. It's not about us being more white people, them being them.
There's more white people.
Put a whole bunch of white people in Compton with minimal resources and moved all the black people out, then white people would start infighting unless you brought in industry, jobs, and resources. That's the only way you can fix it.
That's why there's a lot more white people on welfare than there is black people. Not statistically, because we're only 13%, but by the numbers, there's the poverty and being poor is the problem. Having lack of resources, like Greg Quez brought it up about Killer Mike. He says you got to mobilize, you got to organize, you got to unionize, and that's how you get the people to listen to you and vote out the local. Okay, you don't want black books? We're gonna vote our own school district person in. We're gonna go door to door, get everybody the like-minded, and when we have the numbers, they will listen. But when you're like, well, I don't want to vote, they want that. They don't want you to vote, and they want you to tell other people not to vote because then they remain in power. The hood is the hood because people didn't organize. Period. They're waiting on somebody to change the hood. Well, why is the black community and the hood so fucked up? Because black people didn't organize and stick together and unionize and say, I want this change. Because if a politician know you're his constituent and you have 1,000 people behind you and it's a tight race, they're gonna want your support. They're gonna pander to you. They're gonna want to be, oh, I'm down with this community. Oh, and change. That's how change happens. But if you're like, fuck it, it's not my problem. I'm not voting. I don't care. And it starts with the school board. It starts with your local supervisor. It starts with your sheriff. If they're a hard ass sheriff, because some sheriffs are fucking cowboys here in Riverside, they have different rules. Riverside is different than San Diego, and the proximity is 30 miles. But fucking Riverside can be the wild, wild west. San Diego is America's finest. So it matters how you vote and where you're at, because that culture around there will reflect what the people want. So if people want a fucking cowboy here in Riverside because there's farms, because it's Trump land, then that's what they want. But if they want diversity and if they want everything else, it's going to be different.
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But
it's all together. It's all interrelated. The hood is the hood because we don't vote.
Go ahead, Jess.
So back on the celebrities being victims in their hoods. It all boils down to envy. There's a lot of people who envied these people before they were even big. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that envy just keeps fueling and fueling and fueling. And if they come back to the hood, that's already like, nah, my brother has not come back to where we grew up at. Yeah. Besides my grandma's funeral, he has not come back. He has not. Right. And it's because he knows already. You know what I mean? You have to think about that. You have to think of those people who could have envied you before you even got big. You have to. That's my brother. He doesn't even live in the same city. He lives literally probably 75 miles away because of that reason.
I think you're right in the envy, some parts of the envy aspect. But if you think about it, people were envious of our boss. Like, people don't go shooting up their CEO because Elon Musk he's the top, but that's not a high statistic. It's higher statistics to go to the hood and get shot because the criminality there, the lack of resources and all that. It's because that is where it's easier to be envious because there's nothing there. But people, it's a rare occasion. Oh, that person got a job over me. I'm not going to go kill him because I already have my own thing. But it's like, oh, okay, that person made it. I don't have shit. I'm going to fuck up their life too. That is it depends on, yeah.
Hey man,
and
get you some money, man. Your life would be different. That's true. The moral of the story. If you get you some money, then these become trivial conversations because you're not involved in these atmospheres unless you want to be. Like, but people say, oh, but money is not important, but that shit right up there next to air because you can't do shit without it. Right?
Exactly.
You can't change your own situation without some money. Like, and all that money is the root of all evil. And no, the Bible doesn't say that. Money, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. But the Bible mentions wealth and riches over 2,000 times. So obviously the Bible's still telling you, get you some money and you get yourself out of certain situations. As harsh as it sounds, you know what I mean? Being broke is hard, just like being wealthy is hard. Choose your heart.
And you can help more people. You can help more people when you're wealthy than when you're broke.
Yeah.
Very
So you
true.
could
It's
you
10
could
broke
bless.
people over here trying to help each other build a bonfire to cook rats.
So,
Like, what
but
are we
what
doing?
happens when the people stop that person who could help more people? That's the whole point. Like,
But that's the point. You're going if you left you won the lotto. You won the lotto? Why the hell would you then go back to the hood? Think about it. You're a lotto winner. What's the first thing they do? They get out their current situation because they don't want to go back to what they just were experiencing. Because why would I want to go back to the struggle? It makes no sense.
I think it's I think for the most part, while we keep going back to certain situations that we going through, I think it's a self-hate. And it's a thing of lack of pride. You know, people they're taking pride in their idolizing some of the wrong things. They're glorifying some of the wrong things as far as like money, the materialistic stuff. And they think that, hey, this is stuff that we have to have. So if they see somebody with it, they get envious. But I think it more so goes back, and this is something that, you know, that Quez also, I think, feels and believes too, is that, you know, when you have a lack of education, or especially a lack of knowledge within self, you hate. You know what I'm saying? And you hate yourself. It's a harsh look when you look at yourself. And damn, I gotta sit there and struggle. Look at this person over here doing this, and why am I? It's self-hate. So it starts with self-hating, but then also you hate someone who looks just like you, especially if they're doing better. So why don't we take more time to actually congratulate and uplift these people who look like us, and take more so using them as examples, like, hey, if they can do it, then I can. Or I just got to find my niche. I got to find my talent to elevate myself to get to a certain status. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Quez previously said it's mindset. This wasn't on this podcast, but before he said it's the mindset. If I'm quoting you right, you said you can have real things happen to you without having a victim mindset. You can go through real shit and be like, yeah, racism is real, the fucking discrimination's real, all those things are real. But what am I gonna do? Just sit here and not change my situation? You have to have that mindset, be like, that shit's real, but I'm going to do this and this and this and this to make sure that I get out and I don't have to experience this much racism and I don't have to experience this much discrimination. I'm paraphrasing what you said.
But no,
that's
it's
essentially it.
And a lot of it has to do with a unified effort in the home front, whether you single moms or single dads or, you know, struggling families. We all have to be teaching financial literacy because we all lack this. We all have to be teaching business acumen so that our children, even if you running a candy shop out of your house, because how many people knew the candy lady that lived on their block? That's a small business. You know what I'm saying? But if you can teach your children how to turn that small business into an LLC and then put money away and you know, create business credit and things of that nature, then your children will be way much better off. But if we let our kids go outside and do debauchery and bullshit all day and not learn anything and run around and terrorize the rest of the kids on the other side of the neighborhood, what the fuck do you expect? Like that's why I always say, like, we sit up here and say, oh, that generation ain't shit. Like, somebody didn't raise them. Like, these motherfuckers ain't fall out the sky. You know what I'm saying? This generation that we complaining about didn't fall out the sky. Like, these aren't alien children that they just dropped off over here, you know, on their way to a new dimension. You know what I mean? Like, we raised this shit. You know what I mean? So if you're not paying attention that this is the shit that you raised and changed the dynamic of how you raising it, of course we're going to be still stuck. Somebody got to pay attention. We can't just keep saying, oh, shit, well, we did the best we could do. They still came out fucked up. No, that's not an answer. Teach your children about building wealth. And you know what I'm saying? That there's so much better things. Yes, it looks like we in the shit right now. But if you stay strong enough and dedicate yourself to the things that you're passionate about, then you can go out and do something and create change for yourself, because you can't change shit for nobody else until you fix it with you. And a lot of people forget that. You got to fix you first.
But it's also it's a cultural thing too, because we will go out and have $400 in our bank account and then spend $200 on a pair of shoes. I know a lot of people that do it. They wear their wealth. And well, maybe not you, but I know a lot of people. And I back in the day, I did it too. When you're young and dumb, my parents didn't tell me don't do that. It was just like whatever you wear. I spent my money on useless shit because nobody told me otherwise. And that's like
shit,
Quez said.
look, man, I got a business that people can start for $200 and they still look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I can help you start a business with $199.90, and you look at me like, why the fuck would I pay that?
What business is it?
Like, are you serious?
I'm down.
I mean, we'll talk about it, brother, because everybody ain't privy to this. You know what I mean?
I ain't selling drugs no more. I ain't gonna do that.
No, this ain't. Shut up, man.
It's
legitimate, but that's what I'm saying. I was just saying that, like, I wasn't doing that. I was just telling you these are the conversations that I had.
No, you're
like, you know what I'm saying. If you could start a business today, of course you're gonna have to do some work. Of course,
you're 100% right
in your own rescue. But $200 is too much money to start a business. But it's not too much money to go buy a pair of shoes that you might fuck up in 3 weeks. As soon as you put a crease in them, they're not valuable to you no more. Or they get dirty. Or somebody step on them. Now you're ready to shoot somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference between what we value in our community, and we got to teach that shit to our kids. Like,
I agree. That's why it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
I hear you
right there for sure.
But it's hard when you guys are in, let's say you're in two different households, your children. One parent is buying them Jordans. The other parent is telling them Jordans ain't important.
Well, then you guys as parents got to have a conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On a united front. Yeah, like I don't know your situation. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for majority of situations. I can never say all, but you know what I mean? Me and my baby mama, we don't talk as often. You know what I'm saying? The mother of my children, we don't talk as often. But when situations arise, we can be on a united front most of the time with the decision making that goes into it. You know what I mean? A majority of the time, like we still have our issues. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, bullshit. Like I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? And we may go back and forth. But if you guys take the time and take your egos out of it, because that's what a lot of it be. You got to take your ego out of the conversation and say, hey, look, I know you don't like me. I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? We fucked up and you know what I'm saying? We had a badass relationship, but we still have this child here that we have to make sure is going to be productive in the future. Look, this is the concepts that we need to be focused on. Like, I know you want him to have nice shoes so he don't get picked on at school or whatever the case may be. But you can probably go to Ross and get him some $50, $60 Nikes or something, or the 2 for $89 Reebok Classics, whatever the case may be. And let him as long as my kids ain't wearing that. Look, I know what you're saying. But it's the
they sell Nike
because when you have a conversation about your children standing up on business with how they are about themselves, like and I can see it work because my daughter that lives here, the shit she got, I'm like, bro, I would never wear that back in school, but that's her style and she cool with it, and I respect it because she don't give a damn. Like she told Dirty Chucks is the new thing. Like, if you say so, you know what I'm saying? Like, the clean ones that we bought you, no, they, the retro look. And, hey, okay, do your thing. Yeah. But the thing is, she's confident in herself, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she got on, you can't tell her she's not the shit. You know what I mean? With all the anime shirts and the you know what I'm saying? The quirky makeup and all that type of shit, you can't tell her she not the shit, no matter how weird it looked to me. And I'm like, I would never. Like that, I never thought in a million years. But when you boost that confidence in your children, shoes and jeans and shirts shouldn't really fucking matter. Like
exactly.
Her to tell you, I wasn't the flyest motherfucker in high school, but you couldn't tell me I wasn't the shit. I walked in there like I had on Gucci. You got me fucked up, bro. And if you say something crazy, I'm gonna roast the shit out you. And you're gonna be mad in your clean ass gear, and you're gonna want to fight, and then you're gonna get dirty. I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole cycle. You got
because it's been projected out here before. Quiz ain't never had sagged his pants back in high school. You know what I'm saying? So let's put it like that, you know, because it's been brought out there before.
All right, Mama Tucker. Yes.
Hey, she in the living room.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She in the living room tonight. She just in case she had to run up on somebody. Now I'm just playing.
Right.
All right. So I got some 3 cents. So
all right, let's go.
All right. So like that's the hood. All right. So do y'all think that that the hood live by a certain set of stupid ass codes where, you know, like they respect the shooter and like protect the shooter, right? And like someone who come back like Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying, like show love because he did a lot for the community.
Yeah.
And for him to come back and like his, you know what I'm saying, like camouflage rap, you know what I'm saying, like V12s, right? And they killed this man, but they was like protecting the shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like every hood live by that stupid ass code. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, like protect the shooter and like damn the rat. Like damn, you know what I'm saying, like we, you know what I'm saying, don't like get the shooters and the killers out. How do, you know what I'm saying, like,
bro,
how do the hood get better?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's I guess when you're younger, you know, and you're kind of like living outside of that, it looks cool to you, it sounds cool, it sounds hard. But when reality hits you, when it actually happens to you, then you realize how stupid and ignorant that actually is. Because, you know, I hate to put it out there because, again, this is a worldwide platform. But, you know, my brother was murdered, especially like, you know, by his friend over some jealousy, over something, whatever it was. But he was murdered. And, you know, his killer was stood trial. And the one witness that they had willing to testify said, oh, well, I don't remember that. And it kind of like, you know. So now, you know, it's potentially, my brother's killer could walk free. Right. You know what I'm saying? All because, you know, snitches and all this other stuff. It's a stupid set of rules, a student code and ethics. But at the same time, when you flip it, when you got people that got to live in that community along with those killers, you know, especially when they got people and got connections to where they can be touched, where they got their own family, they got other stuff to kind of like, you know, protect and live by. It's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't, because they still got to be there. And, you know what I'm saying? And they're not guaranteed any type of protection. We're trying to actually do the right thing.
Yeah. It is damned if you do, but we also have to stop glorifying fucking, we hear it all. Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine was a rat. The man didn't want to go to spend the rest of his life in jail. So he turned in some other criminals. And he wanted to see his kids.
No,
that's a little different.
But he's a rat. He's a rat.
Listen,
what's the difference?
Quest. I got this.
Okay,
go ahead.
I got this. Hey,
I want to hear it,
brother.
I want to hear this.
Shush.
You're gonna.
I
Munchkin,
got more than you.
Munchkin, hey, you're sitting on it. Jessica, you're sitting on the pillow. Your feet are dangling.
Leave me alone.
Your feet are dangling from the chair. So you're too short to even speak to me. Now,
whatever.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is a complete different situation. This dude was a corny ass dude who sat up there with rainbow fruity pebble color hair. Sat up there and went to affiliate himself with a blood gang in New York, talking about Treyway, acting like he portraying that he's hard. He's projecting this image of being a gangster, being a street dude, calling, you know, black folks niggas, all this stuff, right? So then he gets put in a situation to where his G had been tested, and now all of a sudden he participated in a lot of the effery and the debauchery. So now when he's facing, you know, the situation that he's in, then yeah, he throws everybody else underneath the bus because again, he participated. I get what you're saying, just a bad analogy.
But think about what you just said. this corny dude that's a nerd that they brought into the gang, that knowing he was a coward and a nerd, snitched on everybody.
Like, you I'll tag team you. Go ahead. Melvin, look, you got to look at it like this. Like, Melvin, we know you telling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Like, like you wouldn't. We no, I'm being serious.
No,
like,
I'm dead serious. Yeah, I would.
You're not considered a rat because you're a civilian, right?
But
like,
I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
No,
it's like,
listen, let me get it out because
you're
a regular civilian, right? Like, but when if Melvin was to do his years in the military, then get out the military, and then try to come over here and join the gang, and then be in the gang, and then as soon as the police pull up, Melvin be like, oh, well, shit, I'm not in the gang no more. Them niggas did that. Then you become a rat. But as long as you are being your civilian self, you're not considered a rat. You're supposed to tell. That's your job. We know you're going to tell. That's why we're not going to do it in front of you. I keep saying weed. Let me stop saying weed. They're not going to do it in front of you, and they're not going to do it with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a civilian. The reason why this is happening is because people are being, going over here trying to participate in a lifestyle that they know that they don't belong in, and the streets don't give a damn whether you know you belong or not. Once you come over here, you're over here, and you have to abide by those rules.
My point is, it was glorified, and that's why. And so the glorification of all this gangs and everything else is what's the problem. So, and it's like, how are you a gang? How is Cardi B still part of the Trey Bloods and all that when you're a multi-millionaire? It makes no fucking sense.
It makes
you never
perfect
get
sense.
out of the gang. You never get out.
Sense.
You can get out the gang if you don't want to.
No, listen.
No,
the
that's
music
not how
industry is perpetuating a certain narrative, right? And you can say all you want to. It's black people this, it's black people that. Because at the end of the day, these are the same people who are fighting over resources, and you dangle $100,000 in their face. They'll talk about whatever the fuck you want them to talk about if it's gonna come with a check. But we're acting like Cardi B and these mainstream entertainers are the voice of the ghetto, and they're not.
That's my point.
What set does Cardi B claim?
She's Trey Bloods or something.
The Trey Bloods with Tekashi 6ix9ine. That was what they said.
Yeah, she like something like that.
So,
but my thing is, you know what I mean?
My point
it's hard to say don't perpetuate it when that's all you hear all day.
But
I see the media that's being portrayed to your children. You don't have your children all day. And if you're not at home doing the work when they get out of school and when they come back in the house, it's hard to combat a system like that that's, barraging them with infotainment to corrupt their mind about what's cool today and what's gonna be cool next week. You have to combat that shit at home. So
I agree with you on that. But it's like Snoop Dogg originally he was fucking a Crip. Now he's an OG. Nobody says, oh, he's a gangster. They say he's a multimillionaire. Snoop Dogg he's a gangbanger, but he can go anywhere because he's not gang banging. He's not gang banging. And if you look at Ice Cube, he was one of them in the gangs, and now he didn't switch up by making kid movies. He just didn't want to gang bang, and he never claimed a gang. It's like he didn't glorify.
So that should be the narrative that you preaching at your house. Look,
exactly.
Just because you're in a certain environment and you may have had to do some debauchery for a moment, that doesn't mean that you can't make it out of here. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? There's several people that come from where you come from, that made it out of here, and they went on to make a name for themselves.
Because you're bringing up a valid point. We're going to wrap it up soon, though. You're bringing up a valid point, but playing advocate, then you get the same ones. Oh, he ain't real nigga. He ain't real Crip. He ain't out here in them streets. I don't see him up in Long Beach. I don't see him doing anything. You know,
get away from them quickly
because those are the same people that don't have anything, though. Those are the same people that don't have. He ain't here. No, yeah, you damn right he ain't here. Why the hell would he be here? Why would he hang out with you if you ain't got shit to do?
All the animosity you got for that. You know what I'm saying? Why would he come over here?
You don't do nothing for his city. And then as soon as Snoop pull up, hey Snoop, what up, cuz? Yo, let me get a deal, man. Let me get some. Let me hold some.
It's that's the hustling culture, and there's a lot of being fake. That it is. Look at what happened to Nipsey Hussle. He was real, and his own man killed him because he was a rat. But that was, he said, stay away from me, and he couldn't take the fact that he was a rat, and he decided to kill Nipsey. It's like, okay,
I think hold on, just to be relatively fair, whenever you walking in your purpose and your greatness, you showing up anywhere where people are not confident in themselves is going to create some type of hostility and animosity. That's that's life in general. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, we just beating up on our black brothers and sisters.
No.
I've seen it in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? In the years I've been in that, no matter what, I still walk in like I'm the shit. Whether I'm on the ground level or up in the the management office, and I'm gonna continue to do that because my mom always told me to treat the janitor and CEO the same because you never know who can bless you. So I walk my life like that. But you have to still be aware that in the world, whenever you walking in your divine purpose and doing what you feel like you passionate and supposed to be doing, there's always going to be somebody to hate on you. There's always going to be somebody who, because you're proof that they didn't do shit. You're proof that they made the wrong decisions. You're the proof that they're inadequate. And it's not because God loves you more. It's because you didn't do shit with what God gave you. That's not my fault, sir.
Your success, your self-esteem irritates their self-identity.
Wes, that was a bar. Very much so. I agree with you. I agree. Well, I'm out of apple juice.
Yeah, facts.
What Travel
always
guy?
gonna be a person that wants what you have, but don't want to do the work you had to do to get it.
Exactly.
Go through the hell and the trauma that you had to go through to get it. Don't wish for my life. It's not all shits and giggles.
That's right.
Speaking of hell, when is Jesus coming back?
Oh my God!
No, go ahead, Travel guy. What were you saying?
He just called me.
I said, "What you gonna change?"
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Travel guy. You were saying something.
I said, "What you don't change, you choose."
I like that. I like that.
That's some bars too.
You're right.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, it's about that time. Thank you for tuning in to the Drop Your 3 Cent after party. We just had to come back. We had to touch on some of the stuff that we were talking about yesterday, taking more deep dive, you know what I'm saying? And again, we're here to entertain you, but then we're also here to educate you at the same time. When we talk about stuff that affects us, stuff that affects our community, and pretty much the stuff that affects the world, but we will come through and drop our 3 cent, give commentary. So, but before we go, I want to shout out Travel Guy for coming through.
Thank you.
Definitely Benny with View It Studios for everything that he does with the videos.
Brother Benny.
The promotion. Thank you, Benny. Travel Guy, shout out your business.
It's a pleasure. Hey, Travel Guy, my online vacation store.com. MyOnlineVacationStore.com. I am the Travel Guide.
There we go.
Appreciate you. This was fun, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks a lot.
Hey, come through anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a contributor. You dropped your 3 cent. We love your intake and your insight. So, come through anytime. You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
All right, y'all. Yeah, we're definitely building a community. We network. We help support each other. We live. We are the change that we want to see change the world. So we want to thank everybody who comes through and participates. Thank you for sharing. If you're on YouTube, hit the like, share, subscribe button and the notification button. If you're on Facebook, make sure that you're hitting the share button because we got people that love to come through and watch the rebroadcast. Like Wes was talking about earlier, we love you rebroadcasters because we can start off with one number and end it. And then by the time we get to the next show, it elevates all because you guys tune in. And I appreciate the love that we get because we hear it all the time. Hey, we love you guys. We love everything. They tune in faithfully. So thank you to those who do it. And we will continue to do it as long as you guys show up. And so this has been another good one. Thank you for coming to the after party. We got turned up a little bit. We were having fun. Then it got serious, real serious. Then we got a heathen over here. And then
yo.
Him, Lil Nas about to go do some stuff.
That's the point of the show, man. You know, you get a little bit of everything. These are the conversations that people are scared to have, and we just have them out openly.
And we're not afraid to have them. We touch on everything.
That's the only difference. We have them out loud so everybody can see. And you
exactly.
Real life people, real life time, real life situations. That's drop your 3 cents.
Yep. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. That's it.
What the what?
What? I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. That's a bar.
On that note, I'm
That's
through
a
with
bar.
my apple juice. Now I gotta go find some holy water to drink. I gotta go find some holy water to drink. And thank you, Trevor. Got that right. Hit me with it too,
let's go. Show's over.
Right. All right, y'all. But it's been a real one. For the next time, we will see you. Peace.